fly. I feel like we'll be fine, like as long as our average bit rate's like in the 6K range, we should be good. It's only gonna get weird if we like burst above like 6K for a while. Then it'll get really bad. But right now we're the min's like 4.5K. And we're sitting like at that, like on the dot. So I feel like we could, which means we're basically like, I feel like we're worse quality than if we were doing CBR. So I'm trying to figure out like, what do we, also this was my makeshift starting soon TM screen or whatever. We're gonna play pools today, I think. Oh, we can actually adjust the max bitrate on the fly. Yeah, I didn't want to do this on like a Liza P stream because I thought like if it fucks up the epic conclusion of the stream, it'll basically be unrecoverable. The VOD will just be lost. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to play pools, which as far as I know is a game about pools. I tried to read the reviews. It said yeah, it said there were pools. It said it was like, someone was like, there's no monsters in this game, and everybody was like, yeah, there's no monsters, but I guess it's got like ambiance or some other kind of like scariness to it. I don't know. Is this Nocturne number 2 in E flat major from Opera 9? If I serve it like Nocturne from OP9 number 2, I've never heard it the other way. This one put it the other way for some reason. Number 2 from Opera 9. Okay, so the first magical task is to figure out which of these pools.exe thing. Is this a Unity game? This is a Unity game. Fuck. I hate Unity games. Not like I feel like I shouldn't, but I kinda don't like them. After writing that entire like VTuber application in Unity and having the thing go so bad, I've just like, I feel like I've given up. I'm just completely against Unity and all it stands for at this point. Also, they did that whole thing with like the price fiasco, and my brain feels like that's kind of like a justification because I feel like most of that probably wouldn't have affected me in any way, shape, or form really, but you know, like, it still happened, so I still don't like you for it. So I feel like my mouth isn't moving. Let's put this on the 4090, and then we'll boot pools. Can we play this music while we're playing pools? I feel like I can't be scared with this on in the background. I'm incredibly nervous for what is about to happen. Also, it can't just be me. There's no, I turned my audio, like, my web browser has to be like super quiet. It is like my AC is louder than the music right now. There's no way. I think like the site I use to play music has somehow leveled their audio differently. I genuinely can't imagine, like, I'm watching my microphone and can you even hear there? Is there even any music for the stream right now? Like normally I listen at like I don't even know how I would have done this in the past, because normally I would listen at like -36, but it's like I'm trying that right now and it's like I cannot hear anything, which makes me think something has gone horribly wrong here. I'm afraid to mess with anything for fear of destroying people's eardrums. I don't even know. Yeah, alright. We'll just go with this for now. I'm not going to assume that you can't hear, like, that at all. We'll do this. I guess I'll do this as, like, a test later. I'll try to listen to this and figure it out at some point. I have to believe that this is way quieter than what the music is normally set to. At least for the broadcast. I'm trying to think, is there anything that I've been doing? Oh, I'm sorry I'm late. Sorry I am late. I was baking a light map. I've been using both GPUs to render them. Sorry, I'm covering the face tracker. I've been using both GPUs to render my light maps, and they've been taking forever. Like, upwards of like 20 to 30 minutes of my real life has been spent just baking lights for that scene back there that I never get to use, and I just, like, probably never will use. Someday we'll use it. We gotta get enough people where I can do like a just chatting stream and people actually be here and hang out and we can have something to just chat about. But yeah, this will probably be a scuffed stream because I'm gonna probably be messing a lot with the VPR settings and then also a lot with the probably just that actually. It'll really just be me all tapping on occasion to check the average bitrate we're using and whether we need more or less. Whatever I can get it to burst up to like still keep a quality broadcast and then also burst for like quality when we need it. What I really need to do is I need to play a game like Apex because I'll have so much fast motion content. I guarantee we'll be like maxing out our bitrate, and I wanna like, that's the whole reason I did this, because I figured there'd be parts where like the screen would be kind of like still, and then there'd be parts where just like everything would be moving all the time, and I was like, we really need to like take the parts that are slow and then like save that bandwidth to burst for the parts that are super high motion. But we need to do that in a way where we don't push that average bit rate above the thing where the Twitch overlords will get mad and kick us off the service. Because I think if you hit above like 8K, or like I think even if you're above like 6K for like a while, they don't like it. They don't like that at all. And I think like 8K is like the upper limit, like the hard cap. So I'm looking in the thing. We got some jittery bandwidth up there. But yeah. Also been trying to drink water because my voice sounds terrible today. But that's a work in progress. So. See, that song seems way louder. Was that other song just way quiet? This seems reasonable. That other song was like normalized way too low. I said that, but then I realized I also turned the audio up. But I'm looking at the level. This one looks pretty decent, pretty decently leveled. Also, my AC's on in the background, so there's a little bit more white noise than normal. It's been very warm here lately. It warmed up pretty fast. It was very like cold. For those of you that don't use freedom units, it was like 10 degrees for a while, and then 16 degrees, and then like yesterday it was like 25, and then it's 27 today, and I'm like, wow, it's very hot. But yeah, I'm gonna take this text off the screen. I guess we've started. We have started soon. That'll live there now until I finally remember to delete it. And I guess we're gonna boot the Pools game. I'm already afraid to play this, to be honest. But we'll see how it goes. I keep looking to the left and my entire head keeps turning, apparently. I don't know what that's about. It's fine. Oh no. It has music. And it's creepy music. But I've just played a nice, relaxing game about pools. What's going to bother me more is that I'm going to have to go back to that Lies of P.exe at some point. Probably when next time I play Lies of P. Hold on, here it is. Wow, Pools. Welcome to the Pools stream. I watched one person play this for like all of a minute. I don't know what to expect other than there's bodies of water, and the Steam reviews were like, don't get too comfortable. The game will still scare you, so this is it. This is what we got. Also, this is hurting my eyes. Oh yeah, the guy added like this slider for your own breath. This is my, don't look at my image upscaling. FSR, disgusting. Yeah, there we go. I represent the DLSS. The DLSS faction, even though FSR is like allegedly better, I think, because it works on more stuff. Also, TAA is terrible. I don't usually recommend it, but we'll live with it for now. It's really bad on like low frame rate games. It's like if you have like 60 FPS and you're using TAA, it's like, I feel like there's like noticeable artifacting as it tries to blur on the temporal scale. This like, I guess this blurriness is like the chromatic aberration. Alright, we'll just leave this. This should be fine. Oh, wait. Run input, hold, accessibility, visuals. I feel like I'm gonna just have to... I'm already playing Lies of P in like the WASD keyboard layout, so... We'll just go with it. Whatever. Pools Pool 1, Section 1, I guess. Oh no. Hello, the Panda 23. It's a very nice emoji you've chosen there. I made that one myself in Flash. A random quote about life or the universe. I knew this was gonna happen, and I tried to ask the AI for topics beforehand, and it was like, it had nothing to help me out here. Oh, wait, is this it? Oh, we just hit the play button? I'll think of something. Give me a few minutes as I wake up and pull myself off the floor of the pool as I do every day. Oh, there's like a hole in the ceiling there. I feel like I only have like lame ones, you know? Like, have you ever heard of Theseus's bowl of grapes? Or the station wagon of Theseus? Oh my god, why does this feel like this plays in slow motion? I feel like I'm underwater. Like I was the pool the whole time. Oh no, I really don't have any like good quotes about life or the universe at the moment. I feel like my brain is like shut down for the day. Also, I keep checking the Twitch inspector. I'm trying to see if like I want to see this bar graph go like really bad mode. I want to see this thing spike up. I want it to be like you've used all the available bandwidth available to you. I'm still thinking. I guarantee. I don't like. I'm like. I'll guarantee I'll come up with something any moment. Reminds me of like. This is why. That's why YouTube channels fail. They just run out of ideas. They run over the same bottle of toothpaste with a hydraulic press like 47 times, and then they're like, "That's it. We got no more ideas. We're all just hydraulic pressed toothpaste at the end of the day." Am I supposed to step in the water? Oh my god, you can't step in the water. I'm already afraid of like my parents have a real pool and they've invited me to go swimming like every summer for like the last 4 years of my life, at least like probably like a month worth of days out of the entire summer. And for some reason I feel like this is the first time I've gotten in like a body of water. The weird part is like something about this feels so like realistically in a pool, where it's like I feel like this is it. You're in the water, you got the perspective, you're like looking around, you're bobbing, your head's like moving up and down with the water, you know? I feel like I am in the pool right now. I don't know like if they worked really hard to replicate this effect, or if it just kind of worked out that way, but I would say good job, well done. You've fully accurately captured the pool feeling. A random fact. Oh no, why do people keep redeeming these? A random fact. Oh, I actually had one, I think. This is easier than a quote about life or the universe. I watched something yesterday and I was like, oh, that's very interesting. And I thought I remembered it all, but apparently I didn't, because now it's like completely out of my brain. I think I even like fact checked this morning, because I was like, whoa, what a random coincidence. Let me check my notebook, my AI conversations. It was something like I wouldn't have expected either. Oh, I learned that, I don't know if this counts as a random fact, but like, Cheetos are being banned in California, and not because like they're not banned. I saw this meme and it was like Cheetos are banned. California's lost their mind. They're off the rails, right? And I looked and it's like the Cheetos aren't banned. The school is just banned from serving things with like dyes that have questionable content and may cause cancer and stuff like that. And I guess the red dye in Cheetos is one of the things on the list, and also Lucky Charms and 2 other foods that I can't remember at the moment. But yeah, it made me think like if there's that much controversial research over like dyes and stuff like this, why wouldn't they just like not like I feel like you can still have Cheetos without like the dye in them. It's like, well, I would rather just have dyeless Cheetos all the time if it's really that much of a health concern. like when Cheetos don't have to be red. That doesn't add much to like the actual flavor of like the Cheeto, you know? That's my random thought. My random fact. You can't serve Cheetos at school in California. So I'm still looking for like other stuff. Particularly in regards to like quotes about life or the universe, I guess. My AI is like, there's too much garbage. I talked to the AI about too much stuff. I learned how to boil eggs the other day and I didn't know how to do it, so I asked AI. I was like, how do I boil eggs? Mr. AI. And it taught me to boil eggs. The color's half the product, not true red. Not true red is hot? Or you mean like I'm afraid something's gonna jump out at me in this game. I think half the fear is supposed, like, I almost find it relaxing, except I know in the back of my mind that something is going to happen somewhere, and then I'm like, oh no. My happy place has been disturbed. Someone said if you don't like eerie places, you won't like this game. Is this the map of all the pools? Are we in a maze of pools? People keep saying you need to get back on the horse. You should get a smaller horse. Is that so you don't have to like lift your legs up and walk on the horse? So that makes sense. Color actually does have an impact on your perception of flavor. Is that true? Or do we go to the dark pool? The pool after dark? Or do we go to the light pool? Let's go to the dark pool. I think I'm going to regret this decision, but... They'll be like, oh, he willingly chose the dark pool. It must mean he knows what he's in for. I feel like, does color have that much of an impact on, like, the flavor? Why is that like that? What the hell? What is that occlusion? I must see what is behind the pillar. I absolutely cannot let the mystery go unsolved. Is this one of the like non-Euclidean geometry games? Why is the lens so like fish-eyed on the sides? Do you hear those footsteps? Someone else is at the pool. Someone called it the pool rooms. Like the back rooms, but for pools. And then you hear a footstep in the darkness. Someone said the game does try to scare you sometimes. I'm not looking forward to that. Really, I don't know why we're playing this. I needed something that wasn't Lies of P, and it was going to be this or Children of the Sun, and Children of the Sun was like... I was like, well, shit, you know, like... I feel like you need time to play that, too. And I didn't want to mess up the first, like, run of that whole series. I really want to enter this dark portal, but I'm also like, this pool looks nice. Look how nice this pool is. If I'm determined, like, if I just enter every pool backwards, I can't possibly get jump scared, right? Oh no, I'm tempted to turn, oh, there's nothing here. Oh no, it's shaking. Am I supposed to be hearing something? Should I turn around? Do I dare? Nope, nothing back there but the deep void of space. A bare bones led to a water dungeon. I feel like, is this like whale noises? You know? What's going on back there? I'm still afraid to look. But, oh, I thought we turned around and we're lost now. We'll never find our way back. What do you think they're talking about back there? I hear the sweet, sultry whispers of the whales. Oh, you heard the ominous bellowing. You're not afraid of the dark, is what it says. Little does it know I am afraid of the dark. I just faced the light the entire time. I feel like if that's the best jump scare they've got, maybe I won't be so afraid of this game at the same time. Like, you know, how come we don't leave any footprints? Or do we? Why do we sound like we're holding keys? Is that this? Oh, we do leave footprints. Look at that. We're totally tripping all over this place. They're talking about the airplane food. Is that what they're talking about back there? You think aliens are real? What about that, like, random quote for the... Oh, is that the wet shoes noise? That makes sense, actually. I thought we were just like suddenly like the water was made of car keys, you know? Why can't I go in this pool? You know, what if I want to enjoy this pool? Oh, there's a car in the back. Oh, you can run in this game. Can you trip and fall and crack your head open? I really wish I could like, that like fact is on the tip of my brain still. I really wish I could remember it. Oh, you're breathing. My character's breathing. Oh, because he's like exhausted. That makes sense, you know. Oh, the chair. It's a cave painting. All right, sure, why not? I'll partake. Why does this chair look so ghostly, you know? All right, teach me the ways. Yeah. Try not to, what the fuck? We just like owled our head. Look at that. We should be the real mystery in these pools is us. Because we can turn our head multiple 360 degrees. What do you think this painting says about the artist's relationship with their mother? I want to like, what can I do that will use the most bandwidth as possible? I feel like this is it. How does this look? Is this getting really bad on like the stream? Is this really pixelated and blurry? We spiked up to 475 briefly there. It was not nearly as much bandwidth as I thought something like that might use. I really want to know what this fact was. It was something that I thought, oh, I learned okay, here's a random fact that like if you weren't satisfied, oh, it's a slide. I'm not gonna lie, that freaked me out a little bit. I was like, shit. I saw an orange thing. I thought it was a tentacle, and then it turned into something way less nefarious. I learned that like you don't warm people up with like when people have hypothermia, like when they're cold, you're not supposed to like rub their like fingers and stuff. Are we? This is where we started. I think we went in a circle. Should I listen to the vent? Is there a vent creature back here? Am I gonna get the vent creature achievement? I watched someone play the Stanley Parable earlier. And they had the same issue I had with the game too, where the narrator just wouldn't shut the fuck up so they couldn't say what they wanted to say all game. And I was like, yes! Finally, someone understands my problems. Oh yeah, look at that creepy breathing. Maybe that's our creepy breathing, actually. No, I think it's the vent creatures. What if I go back here into the darkness? There's that whole like Station 8 game too. I'm afraid to play that for this like same reason. I'm kind of afraid to play this. It's like everything's normal until it isn't, and then it freaks you out. Alright, let's get our jog on, you know, just a little light jogging around the pool. Did we go this way the first time? Can you swim? Oh, you can run in the water too. Perfect. Anyway, so the random hypothermia, right? Like, when people are cold and they're like, you know, you're trying to like warm them up, you're not supposed to like, I guess you're not supposed to like rub their hands or like their feet or anything. Can I prove that I'm not afraid of the light as well? Oh, it's got that like, what does that say? No running. What if I run? That sign just makes me want to do it. Why would they put that there? Alright, here we go. Look at me, I'm running. Look at I'm doing a bad thing. Here we go. Oh. I thought it was gonna be like platform 9 3/4 in Harry Potter, but it just didn't. Nothing happened. What if I run here? There's no jump in this game. Which means it's also like the Stanley Parable. But yeah, so if you... Anyway, to finish my idea for like the 4th time, if someone's like super cold, you're not supposed to like warm up their hands or like their fingers. Like you're not supposed to rub your hands over their hands, like warm them up and stuff. Because if there's like ice crystals in there, you can potentially like mash up all the ice crystals into like all the skin cells. It's like super bad. So it's like I learned that the other day. Not that I guess like the first thought that would have came to my mind is like better warm up his hands and toes by rubbing my hands over his hands type of thing. But if you're ever in the cold in a situation like that, I guess don't do that. I feel like my other fact was like way juicier gossip, but I legit cannot think of what it was. I just can't remember it. It was like something like I was like, oh my god, no fucking way. This has changed my entire perspective on life. Maybe we can take in the sights for a moment while I try to find this quote. It's never gonna be in here. If it's in like this conversation, the one I've like just used to ask the AI like 20 things before stream, it's gone. I learned the etymology of the word Mayday. That's not like that's not super groundbreaking, but it's from the French phrase "Médée." This is written as like "mater," "mater," which is like how I'd read it because I'm American, but this is supposed to be like "help me," and I feel like it's supposed to be "Médée," something like that. And someone just says "Mayday" from the French "help me," which is unrelated to the holiday May Day, which is celebrated on May 1st. So it was coined by Frederick Stanley Mockford in 1927. I think this was something to do with the 1920s. My brain is like slowly getting back there. It was something to do with like it was something to do with this. I don't think like maybe it was that like new London school thing we'd talked about, where like the smell wasn't added to natural gas until like the 1920s, 1928 or something like that. I think it was like 1927. Let me look this up. New London school explosion. 1937 was when the smell was added to natural gas. Because I guess like a bunch of gas pooled under like a school building and it exploded. It was a very bad tragedy. And now you can tell people that like the egg smell and natural gas, that's not normal. Oh, have we been here? Have I been in a circle? What's that sign say? No swimming? Am I about to swim? Am I gonna, or does that just say no breaking your butt on the pool? No slipping and dying on the pool? Is this my water or is this someone else's water? Does my water persist? Look at this. They've gone in this direction. Is this game really just the beginning of like that game where you clean all the stuff? First you track pool water everywhere, and then you begin part 2 where you clean all the pool water off the stuff. I think we're not doing a good job. How do I know? How do I know when the game is over? How do I know when I've completed all the pools? Oh, that thing, I get it. That thing scared me way more from like running at it from this way. It kind of looked like a Loch Ness monster for a second, you know? But now I realize it's just a worn out painting. It's like the ghost of myself is sitting in this chair making breathing noises. Oh, is it like, it's like Dark Souls? Where we're all playing co-op together, but we just don't know it yet. Someone else is one of the other 4 people playing pools is sitting in that chair. I went to look at this game before stream and it had like 4 people playing it. I was like, yes, that is it. That is what we will stream. It can be the 5th pools streamer of the evening. Just waddle on out there and do our best. Alright, there's gotta be more ways to more pools. I feel like the fact that there's water here makes me think we've been here. Is that the giant... No, that's like the hole we walked into where we observed the darkness. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Burger Bro. That's like the second time you raided me. I don't think I've raided you at all. I've been a very bad friend. Let me, Thank you. How's your stream? I still haven't set up the bot for the, that tells me what game people are playing, despite the fact that I bring this up every single stream. Every single time we get a raid, I think about this, and then I'm like, oh no, like I haven't, yeah, but please follow and like and or subscribe to Burger. He's pretty cool. He's a burger VTuber. Is there anything else you would like to say? Any plug you would like to deliver? Oh my hair is lagging super hard from these pool physics. Would you like to drop an epic shout out or have like a final, I wouldn't say final last word, but let's say if you would like words, you can I can say the words or you could say the words. I can do like a reading. I feel like we've been here. If you ever played Pools. Also, hello Raiders. I am Pikachu. I am a host club VTuber. Look at these word sayers saying words exactly. I tried to find a whole bunch of quotes earlier for like stream, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna be so clever and have such a cool stream title. And then it didn't happen. Is there like a thing here? Can I bust through this wall? Where's the sledgehammer attachment? I've been here. I've seen these Nessies. I've seen the slide. My nose is kind of itchy. So let's take a short nose break. Supposed to help each other out. That's why you raid peeps who deserve more viewers than they have. Well, thank you. I appreciate your kind words and your kind raid. I always try to like raid people like 30s, usually like the upper limit, because otherwise I feel like it's about me and then I feel bad and I'm like, I'm not trying to like throw my name out there into like some like 9K viewer chat. I'm like, I just want people to, oh, the ladder, give me that back. I want that. I feel like we've been here. Oh, if I like, I'm thinking like if I have walked backwards and I've gone up the ladder, this is why you should always walk backwards in horror games. Just as you should always back into your parking space. Can we awkwardly squeeze behind this pillar here with the rest of the fighting game community? But yeah, I don't know if I properly introduced myself. I'm Pikachu. I'm a host club VTuber. I am made in Unreal by hand. I spend much time building this in the background, and I never ever use it. And then today we're playing Pools. That's it. That's all I got. That's all the lore. My full name is Pikachu Me Like You Hate Me, but you love me, want to date me. And it is definitely not a ripoff of that Corpse Husband song. It's a legally distinct version of the Corpse Husband. E-girls are ruining my life. He's birthed himself. I guess they do say that, right? Is walking backwards in real life actually good for you? This game makes me want to practice like mindful breathing. Just the constant like I'm gonna like that ladder's like probably still back there, you know. What if that ladder's how you get to like the secret ending? What if that's the real way out and I've missed it? Is that a clock? It's just a storm drain. Ooh. What if like that pushed me away? I'm trying to like trick it and see it out of the corner of my eye. Okay, when do we get to the deep pools? I actually have a fear of most water in video games, not gonna lie. I'm kind of surprised we're taking this so well. I didn't really even think about that fear until like right here, where I guess I was like, huh. I think because the water's like shallow enough, I can like kind of see the bottom of it. Unless one of the bottom of these like drops out and then it's like a whole ocean down there, that'd really freak me out. I'd be like, I'd probably be like, fuck this. Well, I'll deal with it in the moment and I'll pretend it didn't bother me, but I'm like, we're never playing that shit again. Like, I'm also waiting. You know, you get down the ladder. All right, what am I gonna like look up and see like a Slenderman or an Enderman or like a creeper or something the moment I'm waiting for like that moment you like turn and then it's like, oh, the jump scare is like right there, you know? Look at this nice seam in the wall texture here and how it doesn't quite line up with this wall. So you can almost kind of see directly through it and behind all the stuff that's back there. Do you think they did that on purpose, or do you think that's just like they were like, nobody will go here, no one will ever see this? And here I am, I've witnessed it. I cannot look away. Remember there's like one game I played, there was a one-way texture like that. I tried to like climb up this ladder and then I was like, I can't climb through this gap here. I was like, this game is broken. And then I realized, like, I was like, oh no, there's actually a physical wall there on the other side. I want to sit in this chair. That other chair is too conventional. Why can't I sit down on this chair and admire the ceiling? This game doesn't appreciate how I'd like to sit. Fine. I guess we'll sit in the chair like a normal person. Every now and then there's a sound in the darkness. This game is like... I'm gonna confess that I've never played Content Warning, but I feel like somewhere in the back of my brain I feel like this has to be like the same type of game, right? Like it's like you are the content, right? So it makes me think that like I'm playing this for content. But why are people who aren't making content playing this? Am I stuck in this chair? Oh, I thought we were gonna be like one with it. I could like barely get out of it. Alright, why not? Yeah, if you just never turn around, I'll never get jump scared. There's a giant hole up there. Is it the hole to the slide? Is that man trying to saw himself out of the vent? That also made me think, I just said the word Saw, and since I have like a one brain cell kind of mind, I thought like, I haven't seen any of the Saw movies either, you know? Maybe, my brain's like, someday I should watch those, but my brain's also kind of like, hey, probably just not, you know? I could just not do that. Alright, Vent, sing me the song of your creepy breathing. Whoa. This is just like the Stanley Parable. I feel like we shouldn't fall in this, but I'm kind of tempted. Alright, whatever. Oh. Have I seen the Final Destination? I actually haven't. I've like... I think I saw one like once upon a time. And then... I don't know. I saw like a preview for one recently on TikTok, which is sad to admit, because like... Oh, why did we rewind all the way back here? If I fall in the hole on like every one of these, do I unlock the secret alternate ending? You ever think about like trying to escape like death or something like that? Like trying to work your way out of the inevitable? I've never had the opportunity to like rewind in a video game IRL before. I was running against that corner, my game did not like it. Kinda. I remember like the one was supposed to be like some big epic plot twist where they were like, what if we didn't escape death after all and we were supposed to be in this diner where we're going to die? And then it was like look at the camera, like shocking reveal kind of moment. And I was just like, it didn't make it onto my it didn't make it onto my like, wow, man, I want to see this kind of list. I hope you're not about to tell me that it's like your favorite movie and I just like shat all over it. Every now and then I'll see, oh, is this the same vent? Look at that. If you were to open the vent here and then go around this side, it's the same vent. But where does the wall, where does like the airflow come from, you know? As the world is a beautiful place and I'm no longer afraid to die would say, you know, where does the water go when it leaves our home? Why are there so many holes up there? This gives me like, there's that fear of like holes and stuff, and it doesn't give me that. It's like thalassophobia, something like that. What is that fear of holes? Let me ask the AI. It'll tell me. Any moment now. Oh, trypophobia. This is not what I thought it was. Is thalassophobia the fear of like open water? I think thalassophobia is the fear of open water. When a person gets to see how everyone dies and they wake up and notice, like, oh shit, this is real. I feel like I'm caught up. Okay, yeah. Notice like, oh shit, this is real and we all die, but let me stop it, but fail like, every single time. Yeah, I think that was the, I think it was like the main feel I kind of got from the diner. They were like, clearly we've done it and prevented our death, right? But then it was like, he was like, but what if this diner was where we were all going to die all along? And it was like, you know, that type of thing. It's just like, oh yeah, the big reveal. Is it the plot of like all of them, or is it like, do some of them get into more detail than others? How many of them are there in total? I feel like I'm not done with that room back there, but I don't know what that is. It looked like lily pads, or there was like a person over there. Out of the corner of my eye, I feel like I saw a thing in that pool. I didn't go off the diving board either. What's a duck? I would really like it if the duck like stood up and it just had like, you know, that like 50s lamp from like the Christmas Story movie? The one where it's just like a really long, sexy kind of leg wearing like high heels. I wish this duck like had stood up and done like a can high heel kick kind of thing. I think in one of the movies is one person survived but everyone else dies. Damn, are they like the chosen one? Is it the one that like sees how everybody else dies that gets to live? Oh no, we're gonna be stuck in the darkness again. Here we go. What was that? Or am I seeing things? Is it my hair in front of my face? I feel like it could be. Alright, I've played enough Poppy's Playtime. I'm ready. Just give me the jump scare. Hit me with the scream, you know? Oh, it's a spiral staircase. Do you think this game is really about pools, or is it really just about what happens when your house gets flooded with water? If you have an obsession with tile? 2 people survive. In every movie? What is that, like, dark line? Oh, I thought it was like a shader, like an outline shader. My only regret is that the further I go this way, the further it is, like, the further I am away from that diving board back there. Fuck, I feel like we gotta go back. But there's so much more to explore back there. I'm like, oh god, do I just keep going this way or do I go back? What if I miss out on what the diving board has to offer, you know? But at the same time, what if I end up going back there anyway? Oh, this is a giant slide. Look at that red. Look at the way that like bounces off the walls. Look at that diffuse lighting. Isn't that so cool? Can we go on the slide? I feel like it would be kind of, oh yes. I was like, it would be such torture if like they don't even let you use the slide. When I was a small child, I went on the slide like this at one of like the Six Flags amusement parks. And the guy was like, okay, now you gotta like cross your legs and then you gotta like cross your arms over your chest. And that'll make you go super duper fast. And I did that, and I went so super duper fast. I did like a 180, like around one of the corners, and it really freaked me out. And then I did that like every single corner. I was so afraid that I was gonna like fall out of the slide because I was so lightweight and I was going so super fast. I think I took like 10 minutes like getting down the slide because I was trying to slow myself down because like I don't want to fall off the edge of this thing, you know, end up on one of those news stories like the guy that flew so fast he fell out the side of the Six Flags slide. Like, yeah, you gotta do like the mummy pose. Also, I have no idea. Someone said like this game, they said like there's no monsters, there's just pools and ambiance. But then all the Steam reviews were like, there's no monsters, alright, but you'll get scared at some point. So I'm assuming there's gonna be like one jump scare like type of dealio at some point. Or just, there was like that hole I went in and it started playing like creepy weird noises. I'm assuming it's gonna be that type of thing where it's like, you'll see stuff out of the corner of your eyes, you'll slowly go crazy, and then before you know it, you'll become one with the pool people. Or just hear noises like that behind you. And you'll never quite know if you're okay, but maybe for the most part you'll kind of be okay. You'll just never really know for sure. Kind of like... There we go. A hand tracker on my chest and just like digging. I think I put it on way too tight. Anxiety of the game, exactly. Although I watched someone play DayZ earlier. I was like, I would never play this. I would never be okay. I find this like almost relaxing because it's like, you know, you're just drifting about. Really, it's just like a giant bathtub. You're in a corner, you lift over the edge, but your body's slammed back. That sounds terrible. I just remember like every single, because it was like a long, like spirally kind of slide. Oh no, this is gonna be one of these. Are all these the same? Oh, dude, it's the duck. Is this duck gonna turn and look at me? Like, you want to play a game, Mr. Duck? Apparently you don't, because you're stuck. If I push the duck somewhere, do we win a prize? Or do we, I'm afraid the prize is gonna be like the duck becomes a carnivore. At the same time, you know. It reminds me of like... It's like people will do anything to entertain themselves, won't they, you know? We've invented the entirety of like computers and graphics and all this stuff just so we could play virtual, like, virtual bathtub games. You're in an entirely different universe. Did that duck stop moving? Oh yeah. Come on, Mr. Duck, we've got places to go. I feel like I'm supposed to be freaked out that you're looking at me, but what if it like popped? Your sister had a video of it? You'd hear the slam from my pod? No, that sounds terrible. That's how people get like internal bleeding, you know? To like think you're okay, and then you just like cough up blood. Which I shouldn't laugh at because it's not that funny, because it's like that. Like, it's like how like that's how it happens, you know? How do I get out of here? That's my real question. I'm waiting for the horror music to start playing and then the duck to just come up. Like you have 10 seconds, hide and seek. And then the duck will be there. Yeah, I didn't even think like I did a video of it, but I feel like the guy who had to like wait for like the people to go down the slide to send the next person down is probably just like, what the fuck is going on down there? That guy's taking forever. Like, you went down the slide again? No, I was like, I'm never going back on that thing. I'm never going to this amusement park again, and I'm never going back on that slide. This is the duck. What if there's no way out of here? What if reality is all an illusion? What is that under the water? Is that a pipe? Look, there's hands there. There's definitely hands there. Look at those hands. He's pointing. He's like, me. What about me? Can I come down there, sir? How do you live under the water like that? Are you one of the mer people? I feel like, is this, you know? Oh, I was gonna like, what if I turned around and he was like right back there? You know? It's gonna be one of those metaphor games where it's like, oh, you in purgatory all along when the pool was your suffering and you had to find your own way. Just like we all have to find our own way in the grand scheme of things. I believe it. Did you convince him, or was he just like, no? Did he allow it is the real question. This has to be like purgatory, right? There's no other explanation. Look at all these holes. How come these holes have like safety rails? The hole back there was like, have at it. Go crazy. I'm walking like sideways, like walking in one direction is like too, you know, I'll get cornered that way. If I come in at like a strafe, it'll never be able to aim at me or hit me. Dang. Was he just like, absolutely no more after that? We got 2 chairs. We take the right chair or the left chair? Are we a left chair kind of person or a right chair kind of person? Let's take this chair. We'll stare here at the ladder. At least I wanted to, but the camera keeps running. I actually do BRB 1 second. Let's see if this will be a great test to see if the BRB still works. I don't remember if I moved that sign properly. Trying to find the unmute button. There we go. Sorry about that. I'm back. Did anything happen while we were sitting here in the chair? What about our other chair option? Like, surely that ladder must be up there for a reason, right? That's the second time I've gone to like get out of one of these chairs. Oh, it's a diving board. That'd be sick. Yeah. I've actually never been you get a bad bruise on your leg up your side. Is this a horror game? Everybody keeps asking that. I don't know yet. I think it depends on your definition of horror, maybe. All the game itself was like, there's no monsters. It's just you, some eerie noise, and some pools. But then the Steam reviews were like, oh man, it is 99% pretty good. But then there's that 1%, and then it's like, so I'm afraid like that 1% is going to be if I've already experienced it and that's like all it has to offer, if there's more. Oh yeah, I saw some hands in the water. I also saw a ladder get taken away. But so far it hasn't like flipped the switch and sent me into like attack mode, and I'm still waiting for like the one jump scare in the game that I'm sure is probably going to happen at some point. But other than that, it's like I don't know. Look, there's like this chair. Here we go. This was it. It was the metaphor for purgatory. What if we just fall off right here? What if we like don't? There's it's a diving board. What if we take the, you know, like, well, I don't play by your rules, you know? With like the Rage Against the Machine, like, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me. Chapter 1 complete. Oh my god, I forgot there's multiple chapters. I thought that was it. I thought that was the whole game. I remember now there was a chapter screen. It said chapter 1. I guess this is it. Somehow we don't take fall damage. I feel like it's already a better game than Fortnite. Or at least, even if it's not a better game, we'll die significantly less. What is this? I don't like that this is dark now. I liked it better when I was playing with the happy pools and the light. Maybe this is why they say it's a 1% horror game. I guarantee I'm gonna like walk into something that's gonna be like 2 feet in front of my face. The duck's gonna be in here and it's gonna scare the shit out of me because I'm just not gonna recognize it. I'm getting space to run because I played Lies of P. And that's the space to run. Space to run in that game. You know? Oh, look at this. It's so bright. Look how beautiful this fine selection of pool is. Before we only had white. Now we have white and green. Look at that. I guess the further down we go, you think if we just go all the way down, we get like flushed into the sewer system? And then it turns into I Am Fish. That'd be my idea. I would sell it as like a I Am Fish Pools collaboration project. Played Escape from Backrooms, and this is real familiar. That's what someone said. Someone called it the pool rooms. I was like, surely there's a hole in the middle here that we can like fall in. It goes down here, but this is it. This is as deep as the water gets. What about this? What's over here? I wish I had a flashlight. I'd really like to stare into the abyss down here and actually see something. I think those are stairs of some kind. This kind of reminds me of the game Catherine for some reason. Just because like the sheer scale of like the stuff. Alright, well, we keep going, I guess. The pool rooms are in the back rooms. Wait, is that real? Is that actually true? Is there actually like a subset of the back rooms where there's like pools? I think that would freak me out more than oh, there's like a 4-player co-op Escape the Backrooms. Is that the one you played? Because if so, I'm so jealous. I've been looking for people to play that with. I want the one where you like put on the suit and then you can like buy stuff and then you gotta like explore the backrooms. It looked goated, but like none of my friends were remotely interested. We played like a Phasmo and then Is This a Ghost? And it felt like they kind of seemed like a similar kind of game, but none of them wanted to take the time to experience what the backrooms in a co-op setting had to offer. Why is this so dark? I don't like the way the game tried to like latch me onto that. I'll see if I can find it. I really think it is just like Escape the Backrooms. Something on, it's on Steam. I'm in the wrong keyboard layout. I'm not typing anything. Escape the Backrooms, $9.99. Is this it? 1 to 4 player co-op horror exploration game? This is it. This is definitely the game. This is it right here. They've sent the link. I'm gonna close the store page because every time I do something like this, sooner or later, like the video for the game will come on and the sound will start playing, and I'm like, I can't stop it. There's nothing I can do. Have the hiccups from drinking water. All right, here we go. If we back to our pool adventure. Look how look at this texture. Look at the way the green tile meets the white tile. Look at the way there's a pool here that I don't. Oh no, this is where we came from. We were in this pool. If you look at the screenshots for that game, there's like some fancy places. One of those back rooms has like chandeliers in it. How do we fall all that distance and not break our legs? Also, why are the ceilings in here so tall? Who built this place? It must have taken ages. Do we want triangle or circle? Also, the circle kind of look like eyes. It's gonna kind of make you feel some kind of way. Who says you have legs? I guess that is true. Oh, that reminds me. I've told this on stream before, but if you're ever stuck in a falling elevator, you're not supposed to jump when you get to the bottom. You're supposed to lie down as flat as possible and disperse as much of the impact over as much surface area of your body as you can. But this one also kind of looks like a face, but he kind of looks happy because of the triangles. There's like a word for this phenomenon. I'm the monster, I believe it. We were terrorizing these innocent pools all along. Pretend I didn't just smash all those words together and articulated them very properly. Yeah, but there's like a word for like when we like see faces and stuff that are, I don't know, I guess because like the water's too heavy, you know? Or maybe, I guess it does make sense. The fact that we can't jump does support that we don't have legs theory. Oh, I definitely want to go on that red slide. Looks like there's no way up there. You can't just entice me with that beautiful red water attraction and then not let me go in the red water attraction. Pareidolia? Is that what it is? You already have the game, you just tried downloading it again? That's right, I had to figure out which hard drive I was going to put this game on. To figure out if my... I have 2 SSDs and one has like 250 gigs of space, but that's also the one that has the Unreal Engine on it, and I'm like, this could easily take like all this space at some point. The other one has like my operating system, and it's got like, oh, there's like, the slide goes through the stairs. It's not even the same place. But yeah, so one of them has like 80 gigs, and it's got my OS, and I was like, all right, we'll put them on that one, because the other one has 250 gigs free, but it's like I could build the Unreal Engine like one time, and I could use like all of that. I'm waiting for that guy from Courage the Cowardly Dog to come out and like return the slab. Scare the shit out of me. Anybody else watch Courage and or hate that episode of Courage as a small child? That shit used to freak me out so bad I would like run past windows. Like I'm fucking... I was like, I can't be scared if I don't see him, but if I just haul ass past the window, he'll never know. So you'd catch me at like, it wouldn't even be like, it wouldn't even be night, like 5 p.m. in the daytime. I'm like, there's no fucking way I'm looking outside the window. And we'll run as fast as possible across this living room so that I do not have to look out there. I think his name's like Ramesses. Ramses. Whatever he was, or was supposed to be. Just wanted his slab back, you know. Courage was pretty crazy. It was. That show used to freak me out. And I'd still watch it too, because my brain was like, it's a cartoon, so I must watch, but every time I hated it. Alright, we'll take a little light jog here, you know, nothing to see, nothing, no pools to admire here, just, what is this? Connected. Ever seen that, like, YouTube clip of Ike Evelyn? Where he's freaking out and he's like, it's all rectangles, man. That's what that, like, that's what these stripes remind me of for some reason. There's a horror movie with your sister. You hated it so much. You got so scared you put a cardboard box on your window out of fear. That's what I'm saying, you know? It seems like they always have to, like, make eye contact. If you just see no evil and hear no evil, you know, there will be no evil. I'm tempted to go back to that place, but it's like, it feels like the light over here is really clean. I feel like I'm trying to be guided over here. You know? I'm seeking salvation through the dark pool rooms. But then it's like I never went off that diving board back there. And I'll probably never get my chance. As I load that chapter and play it again for some reason. I can't see my... With no shade on the developer of this game, I just can't see myself being a pools main, you know? I think this might be one of those games you play one time and then you don't play it again because you're like, I've got the experience. No one's... Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's one of those things like, well, you know, once was probably enough. Look, is that more... The circle road lies ahead. I don't remember, did we take the triangle road? I think we did. Oh shit, we're going under. Oh. Oh, okay, I guess we drowned. Alright, note to self, don't go under the water. We're despite the fact that we're in a room surrounded by pools, apparently we can't swim. What if I do? Oh, wait. Haha. I thought the game was gonna be like, fuck you, and here's a jump scare just to, just to like get your spiteful ass, you know? Now, what if I just walk along this? When people do stuff like this in real life, it freaks me out. I'm like, why would you take that risk? But here, in a video game, is that confirmed? Look at that, it's so pristine over there. We can't crouch either, which also supports the legs theory, you know? We have no legs. That makes sense. Ever seen that show, The Oblongs? Where that guy has, like, no legs? I feel like that's us. This is it. I feel like this is one of those games, though. I said, like, we're never coming back here to play this a second time. It does feel like there's a lot of mysteries in here, though. We've been here. Maybe. So, that's what I was saying. It's like, they'd had, like, intro music, but I was actually playing, like, kind of, like, classical music before this. Like, I feel like this would be, like, very, I feel like threw away the ambiance, and you had some classical music going on, it'd really be like you're just in a giant mansion and you have a real affiliation for water. You're just walking. But it's not about the walking. It's about the where we're walking to, you know? Like that circle mark on the wall over there, or that chair, or this weird vaulted ceiling. And the fact that we sound like we're wearing like chainmail or something. There's darkness over there. There seems to be some kind of water in there. There's a lens flare in the corner, if you could catch that. I guess this light is really bright. What is that? What's back here? What if I looked in here and like some creepy thing looked back? Fucking eyeball just showed up. This game makes me think like the horrors of my own imagination are far greater than whatever it could be. It's not about the destination. Oh, yeah, it's about the journey, not the destination. Exactly, that's what I'm saying. Man, we're just having a good time walking through our multi-split level pools. Reminds me of The Sims in a way. I wonder if there's an achievement for sitting in all of these chairs. The monster's less scary than your mind? Sometimes. Sometimes the monster's like a polar bear. And you're like, oh shit, this is way worse than what I was thinking of. I guess it could be like The Thing. It's like a polar bear made of dogs and other stuff. You saw a shadow walk past in the background. I definitely have like, I feel like I've seen that once or twice. I think they're back there. There was one where like it turned a corner and I swear there was like a shadow getting into the pool. I was like, oh man. I'm slightly disturbed. I was gonna do the but my throat's way too dry. Oh, this is that part from the beginning. I think. There was a thing that looked like that. Oh, the Hall of Whispers. It calls to us. Did you hear that? Whisper in the dark. I did indeed. But little did you know, we can run backwards apparently. Okay, well. That was a bit excessive. There's a bit of a rewind there. Alright, let's do it again the second time, you know. You never know. If it happens once, it's an anomaly, right? But if it happens twice, that's a scientifically verifiable experiment. I guess this is it. They don't like you going in the dark or underwater, apparently. I feel like normally I'm like really good at trying to like immersion break horror games. So I don't know if this is gonna have like the same kind of effect on me as they want it to. I tried to like run at the monsters in Poppy's playtime for a little bit. You swear you saw a shadow? But you're inebriated? Unacceptable. Look at that. Are those dots reflections, or are they eyes from the Loch Ness Monster that lies underneath the surface of the water? You lose sanity in the dark? There's a game like that. What game is that? Oh, it's Don't Starve Together is one of them. I don't know if this is like another. I'm sure there must be like other games that also had that mechanic. I feel like I'm so very lost. Amnesia. There's anything to be afraid of. Dude, what do you mean nothing to be afraid of? It's high school. This is everything to be afraid of. Waiting for the bell to ring and all the lockers to open up at the same time. I guess like pools to also have lockers because people like change and stuff, right? They change into their swimsuits at the pool. I heard in Germany, they just like, they just like whip it all out on the beach and they're just like, this is just our culture. And I guess there's like showers and stuff like on the beach. I had a German friend, they were just like, I'm not even phased. They were just like, this is just completely normal here. Imagining more tension than the game has, I don't know, you know? It's like, I feel like that was like Pacific Drive, right? I kept waiting for like, the shit that was gonna like freak me out. The water is impossible to cycle. That is true. You don't know where this water has been or what's in there. You don't even know if that's water, you know? This could all be pee. Or worse. Substances. I think you can't. I remember some guy got banned off of Twitch because he put like chocolate syrup in like a pool and they thought it was something else. Twitch doesn't like that very much. Also, I would believe that they have nude beaches in California. It's weird because it's like, I don't know how that works. Because like in some places it's like if you're naked in public, that's like a felony, right? And they get really mad about it. And then you end up on like a list, which seems a little... It's like, I kind of get it, but it's also like excessive, right? Where you're like, 2 people could be on this list for very different reasons, right? Like, you're like, one of these people on this list is a little weirder than the other, in my opinion, but like, one dude can't hold it and is trying to pee in a bush, and the other dude is like doing something that's not publicly acceptable and pretty nefarious. Wait, is that true? If you aren't naked, it's a felony? I don't believe this. I heard in Australia there's like a lot of nude beaches as well. Where does this slide go? Why do these slides go down through the floor? That was a joke. Okay. I've missed it. I missed the joke. I'm sorry. Alright, we've officially... Oh, I hear splashing in the room next to us. I love that we're just like, we were kind of like taking our time. Now we're just full on sprinting through the map. Closed off and there's a fence. That makes sense actually. That's probably like a safe way to do it. It's like we've quarantined out this space. And then I guess if it's like private property, maybe then it's like it doesn't matter. Cause like you can be naked in your house, right? It's like that's not a felony. So it just depends on whether like the person who owns the property supports you doing that action and whether it's a private and enclosed enough space. I should have gone to the one part of the map and we had the chance because I'm completely lost now. We are doomed. I'm looking for like, you know that one part of the map that looked way more like you would get into heaven if you were in that part than like the rest of the map? This is, I feel like we've definitely been here. That is true as well, I'm pretty sure. We're back here where we started again. I should have just went. I should have just gone to the one part. I think it was back there by the lockers too. Oh, I think I know where this is actually. They say like memory palaces are great for like remembering stuff because your brain does like this really good job of like mapping 3D spaces. I feel like my brain's actually already mapping this space. I'm kind of like getting a feel for like where stuff is. But then every time I try to do like a memory palace, I'm like, all right, I've placed this object over here by this vase in my memory palace. My brain just like, nope, it's like fucking gone, like right out the side of my head. I feel like I just suck at visualizing the pathways of like I'm like, alright, we open the door, we go down the hallway to the right, and then I feel like my brain's already like, there's a door and a hallway and a right, and then I feel like if my front buffer is already full at that point. Look at this, a rather ramp-like experience. I feel like we've been here. But if we keep going this way, eventually we'll end up at the one part of the map that I wanted to be in, that I remember. I think it's like this. Look at this. This is very prestigious. I feel like we've been here. I think this is the, I remember those lockers over there. This is where I thought I wanted to be, but I think I actually don't want to be. A cookie. I tried to offer Google Bard a cookie before because Neurosama seems to enjoy cookies, and she's also like an AI transformer. It was not as immersed in the cookie. It was not as like thrilled. I was like, I appreciate regarding this mostly similar pool complex. No, but it's like that one is like, I feel like we really have been there now. Look, these are the chairs. I've been here. I don't think we went back this way. I kind of don't know if I want to. But I feel like for completionist's sake, we should. But now that we're back here, I'm kind of freaked out. I feel like we shouldn't have. If I'm being honest with you, I don't know if I like this. There's a thing over there. Look at that man. Is he hugging marble? Look at this statue. Look at this fine work of marble. I thought it was like, I'm gonna be honest, I was like 90% didn't know if there was gonna be a Wang here or not. And then I was so like looking at the Wang, I was like, what if it's like a woman, you know? And it's like, wouldn't that be like a weird twist? Why is he holding it up like that? Is that how you're supposed to carry like heavy stuff? Because I've been doing this wrong. Like most statues have them, right? You know? There's caramel coconut Girl Scout cookies. Those two sound amazing. I guess it depends on like whether you like coconut or not. Alright, we went this way. Why is that pool bubbling? Is it just the waves? What's back there? What is that? Oh, is that more lockers? It looks like more lockers back there. I don't take the ladder because I'm still waiting for it to like... I can't believe they didn't finish carving the statue. But I guess that's one way to look at it. I feel like I'm in VR chat for some reason. I bet this game would be great in VR. Or like nausea-inducing, one or the other. I don't know why we entered this pool. I just didn't know if there's anything back there, you know? I don't know what to believe. I feel like we want to go... I'm never going to find my way back to that hallway with the chairs in it. Oh, look at these. Alright, these lockers are different. I'm a little bit more freaked out by them just because the way they're set up like that. Oh, is this where the red slide ends? Okay. What is the purpose? You ever have like those homes with like a useless space like this? You're like, what am I supposed to do with this? At the same time though, I've been in homes where like they wall up like a corner like that and I'm like, I'm gonna put something there. How dare you take that agency away from me? Look at the way the light refracts off that red slide onto this rail, making red rails. Here we go, the green slide, the room's getting darker. There's a trapeze over there for some reason. This room seems more green than the rest. There's the siren's call, can you hear it? Which reminds me of that really like... I don't know if I should vocalize this thought or keep it to myself. Whoa, it's a hole. Oh, this has to be the way to the next place, right? There's no way you would like... Last time we fell down a hole, it brought us to chapter 2. I feel like I wanted to go back to that other place, but I'm like, do I want to go back to that other place enough to walk as slow as possible all the way back there? Or do I just want to call this good enough? Like, explored enough? I do think it is a swing. I thought it was like a trapeze of some kind at first. Kind of expected it to be like swinging. That's what I'm saying, right? We just move on. Now let's just get out of here, you know? Oh, it's glass. Well, shit, I didn't expect that. I was fully ready to accept my fate. I was like, alright. Send me down the hole, you know? Like... Oh, man. Alright, I don't like this, because we're going down, you know? What horrors are going to be behind us when we get to the bottom of this ladder? Alright, let's accept it. Actually, I won't, because apparently I'm too busy swinging the camera. This is disorienting. And some green light. This is where the movie Jaws was filmed, an actual subversion. Oh, another ladder. What if we, oh, you know what, I bet it's gonna like loop back in the past. It's gonna be, you were the guy in the hole all along. You were the one whose hands were on the ladder. Come like full circle. Alright, well now I have no idea where we are. I feel like this can't be connected to the same place, right? Oh, look at that. I don't want to jump down there. What if like, what if I miss my chance to become a pool person? Exactly, we become the mer people. What if I fall down this? Do I die? It looks like there's no way back up. Okay, yeah, that answers that question. All right, good to know. You know, just had to, just wanted to see. Had to make sure. All right, I guess this is it. We're here now. Wherever here may be. What a game. You think this person, I feel like I spend a lot of time like working on the set. What is that? I think we've had a vision. That or we weren't supposed to touch that. One or the other. Either that or it's a carbon monoxide poisoning. We better get those detectors checked. Can I jump now? I was kind of hoping it would like bestow some superpower onto me. You now have the power to swim under 4 feet of water. Dude, it's ducks. Bro. I kind of don't like the eyeballs on the duck. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, the superpower to jump. My favorite superpower. You know, Superman's invincible. Batman's power is that he's filthy rich. My superpower is the ability to jump. I don't know why I thought maybe if we pushed the duck to this target, there would be some grand secret, you know? What if we take this duck with us? And then I thought about how long that was going to take. I'm like, what if we just don't? What if we don't take the duck with us? What if we accept that the duck and I are 2 individuals in this world who will meet and only share this particular moment in our lives? And that after that, we will move on, and that is okay, you know? It's not that we hate each other, and that we had a disagreement. We just weren't meant to be, that duck and I, you know? Just a falling out of sorts. And an otherwise duck in person kind of existence. So I guess it's not really a falling out, it's just... There's like a word for that, and I thought it was so cool and so deep, and then someone was like, I think it's like somber or something like that. Actually, somber's like sadness. So it starts with an S. Something like this. Oh, there's music. It's like the Titanic. You're really hoping to make something happen there? What, with the duck? It's like that realization that like everybody you interact with is also living their own life, you know? You both just kind of happen to be there. Is it the chair squeak that's scaring you? I want it to be like the Phantom of the Opera. Oh dude, it's oh no, it's jazz. This is the nightmare. Why is it so loud? That's it. It's actually like right there. Oh, it's that speaker. Oh, I'm so dumb. I thought this was a vent. I guess this is I like this is what life will be like when I'm old. I'll just sit places and look at stuff. Like how lovely weather we're having. When a loudspeaker becomes notable. I know, it's because everything else is like so pools, you know? Pool themed, pool-esque. It's like, it really is like the Stanley Parable. It's like anything. What is this? Why does it look like you can go back here? But you can't. There's like, okay, never mind. I thought there was, I saw something there for a second. I realized it was like the reflection on the tile. Alright, here we go. These lights seem kind of green, you know? Oh, is it that guy again? It's a different guy. Wow. What a fine piece of workmanship we have here. That is a wall. Look, he's like missing like a kidney or something. You know, what do you think he's reaching for up there? You stand by what you said earlier. Oh, you hear that? Sounds like he's screaming. He's cursing the gods for this punishment. Is this Prometheus? Is that spot like where the bird pecked out his liver or whatever? It's reaching for God to finish creating him? Nah, this entire bottom part of the statue, that's what they left that for his wang, you know? It's just gonna be wang all the way down. Alright, I'm trying to leave, but I keep getting stuck in chairs. Like walking into this, like, oh, you want to sit down? I was like, no, please. Look at this. It's a green slide. Wow. So exciting. I guess we could walk, or we could go see if this green slide has an opening somewhere and go take the green slide. This really is like VR chat. It's like you don't know what the world offers, so you're just like looking for anything and everything in a place to hang out. A kid's TV host for a second. What do you mean? Like Pee-wee's Playhouse? Or like is it the way I said slide? Look at this, yeah, green slide, everybody. Green slide. Let's give it up for green slide. Alright, I want to fall into the abyss, though. Let's give it up for falling into the abyss. Thanks. I tried to look up, like, can people actually learn to speak Spanish by watching Dora the Explorer? Because I was like, I was ready. I was like, I'll commit right now. There can't be, like, there's no way Dora the Explorer has more episodes than, like, Bleach or One Piece. It's like, I've wasted a decent amount of my time on either of those. It's like, surely. And then I looked it up, and I was like, I guess not. I guess you cannot. Holy shit, we got some distance off of that. Dang. My only regret is we didn't have a portal gun. I tried to look up, I was like, can I learn to speak Spanish by watching Dora? And it was like, sort of, but no. Like, Dora can like help reinforce like Spanish as you're learning it. But it said like you'd be hard pressed to like actually learn Spanish from Dora. The mummy pose, yeah. I was about to bruise my ribs in flip over mode, you know? Wow, this just goes down. Okay. Don't go that way, I guess, at least to Chicago. I also feel like they barely use any words in Spanish in Dora. That was my other complaint, you know? I think you were too... Did you just get the Dora conversation going? You know what you expected? You were a bit disappointed. By the slide? That was alright. The slide was pretty goated. This pool floaty is what my life is about now, though. Whose floaty is this? Your cousin's show is the one with Diego? Maybe they realize, like, Dora ain't cutting it, you know? We need a new, learn even more Spanish show, and that is where Diego came in. Goodbye. Pool ring. Do you call it a floaty or like a donut or like a, what do you call this creation? Inner tube, I believe, is the scientific term for these. I can't believe we're having I can't believe I am having a conversation or thoughts about this. Alright, this looks like the slide exit, but we'll see if we can go up the slide here. An inner tube. Oh, we made it to chapter 3. I guess this is it. Chapter 2 ends on a slide, and chapter 3 begins on a slide. You know, you're born alone, you die alone, and in between you slide alone. The hole, that's what you call it? That sounds like a punishment. It's like solitary confinement, like you get back in the hole. What was the slide comment too deep? I think that's from like Bob's Burgers when he's like talking about trick-or-treating. Like you're born alone, you die alone, and in between you trick-or-treat alone. Oh look, we're almost underwater here. This is like when you're a kid in the pool, you know, you go to like the middle part and you're like your toes can barely touch the water. It's like you're still like it's fine, but then you get out of the water later and it wasn't fine because your toes are all like scraped off and blistery because you tried to like get to be on your tippy toes, like scraping them against the bottom of the pool the whole time. Did anybody else have that miserable experience as a child? Like your toes are all raw for like 4 days because you tried to go to the deep end of the tile pool. I guess you didn't realize at the time, but they're very abrasive for some reason. Oh, is that another way? Is this a double entrance? Wait, is this a dead end? I know not which way is the wrong one, so I cannot attempt to take the right one. Just had the best childhood? Why do you say that? You never like tried to go in water, but the water was like just too deep, you know? So you waddled on your toes. I also remember I did like a boogie boarding one time in Hawaii, and the boogie board like fucked up my chest because it was also like super scratchy styrofoam material. I've had some good and bad water experiences in life. Well, now that I'm thinking about all these memories, it's like the bad experiences really kind of seem like they outweigh the good, don't they? I remember one other time too, I went into like a pool, and it was like a saltwater pool, and I kept my eyes open the whole time, and then I realized afterwards my eyes were so irritated by like all the salt water. Like I couldn't keep my eyes open. After that, we had to go to dinner after that, and I was like, I can't. It's like I had like my eyes dilated. I was like, I can't see. It's like I can't go to dinner. Like my eyes hurt. You know, I just feel like that didn't make me hate water. That just made me learn things about it. I'm just informed now. I mean, can you name a good memory? My grandpa and I used to go fishing. Those are good memories. I remember like I'd always want to put the fish back because I thought it was like inhumane to like catch the fish, you know? I don't think we ever did, but it's the thought that counts, right? It's the fact that I thought about saving the fish's life, not about the fact that we like... Well, my grandpa never actually murdered like a fish in front of me, but if you ever watch people actually like kill fish in the wild, it's pretty brutal, you know? When other people did stuff. I was fishing too. Although fishing, I don't know, I feel like it's kind of a relative term, right? You know? I feel like you're not so much as fishing as you're just kind of like sitting in the water with like a fishing pole and some bait in it, waiting for life to go by. Although we did like net fishing once, that was kind of cool. Also, I feel like the wave pool, you know, I've had good memories of the wave pool. Oh, there's a sauna in here. Did you know the proper way to pronounce sauna is sauna? Like the League of Legends character? If you ever go to Upper Michigan, the UP, as they call it, there's saunas everywhere. I always wonder like what the point of a sauna is. I've never gotten in one. You just like, I think you're just supposed to sweat. Everybody's like, oh, it's so healthy. You're sweating all the badness out of you. And I was like, I don't know if that's true. Like, I don't think that's how medicine works, you know? Like, so I took a drink of water there, but my expression went so like dead because I covered the face tracker. It was like, it felt like it went from like a real like 100 to 0 moment super fast. Sauna? No, that's Google doesn't. That's different, you know. Sauna. It's like a What else are other words that like Americans like we've just bastardized into like oh there's another one, dude. This place has so many saunas. So many saunas. Look at that rock. That thing must be like 1,000 degrees to be heating this sauna. We're gonna say it the way the Finnish people intended, you know, the sauna. Remember when I was in uni? Croissant? Are you supposed to actually pronounce that croissant? Because I don't believe that for a second. But if you if you fact check it and the AI tells me, I'll pronounce it that way, I suppose. I feel like a lot of Japanese words must be like jacked up. You're actually supposed to pronounce it croissant. Wow. We had 2 saunas at my school. There was a men's sauna and a women's sauna. And for some reason the men's sauna became co-ed after like a certain hour, but the women's sauna was always just for women only, and I always thought that was like super unfair. I was like, why do they get to use our sauna, but we don't get to use their sauna, you know? And maybe that sounds like a real like male privileged type of thing, because sometimes like, you know, I'm just not aware of it. It's like I get it. Women just want like a safe space to kind of like be and do their thing at times. But I was still just like, you know, part of me was a little... There's a toilet here. It really is a skibbity toilet. How come we can't sit on this one, you know? It's like taking it a little too far. We can't even flush it. You know, I see the little button back there. Can't I just hit the button to like simulate the experience? I feel like we're only... It's like, that is like the other 80% of what the toilet has to offer, right? The flushing action, we only get the static toilet action. It's like a seat. No one sits on a toilet to sit. They sit on the toilet to use the flushing abilities of the toilet. Why is this pool so curvy? You know, the toilet. That's like the one feature that separates it from a chair is missing. I feel like in a way you kind of do. I mean, there's a little bit more between parts like A and B, but you know. That's what you get a bidet for, you know. Which I guess that thing wasn't. That was just a standard toilet. Someone. I think Cinnamon Toast Ken was the one who's like America's like #1 in gun violence and last place in bidets. First place in gun violence, last place in bidets. It's like I'd like to meet in the middle somewhere. How do bidets work? I don't know. I think there's like a button, some water comes out, it cleans a particular area, and then you just dry yourself, you know? The bidet isn't for your whole butt. It's for your butthole. Dude, we have to go down the slide. Hold on. Hold the phone. This is a very slidable opportunity here. I kind of want to take the red one because even though it's like a little, like it's kind of a weenie slide, we'll be honest. You know, it's a little baby slide, kind of. You know, not as good as the green slide, but I feel like if we do this one, oh, there's like more ways to go. Is that a floating pea pod over there? What is that? I think it's a floaty. Or is it a frog? I really want to go down the green slide, but I'm distracted by the... You don't know how to use the bidet? Dude, there's ducks and like mini pools in here. This place reminds me of like a hot spring. I can't be here or distracted by this. I must go back to the slide. They have like the portable bidets. The ones like like the hand pump bidets, but those seem so like bad in my opinion. It's like if you're gonna use that, you might as well just get like a spray bottle and call it a bidet. That's not a bidet at that point. It's a glorified spray bottle. I know, I did notice that. But I was like, what if there's stuff over here, you know? What if I'm missing out on other slides in life, you know? This game really says a lot about life in general. It's a giant metaphor for like, you know, sometimes you can only take one slide. And you don't know what slide it's going to be until you're already on it. By then it's too late, but that's the slide you've got, you know? So like, did you believe? Did you feel like we were on the slide there? Just the wacky, wavy, inflatable Iron Man impression. Did that add to the value of being on the slide? I feel like some dude, I remember I saw this on Twitter. Some guy like put his cat in a box. Oh my god, the green slide goes like right here. Alright, hold on. I feel like I don't know which way to turn to like match the slide. Which way matches like the way the slide's turning, you know? I saw some guy take his cat, like he put it in the box, and then he put like a roller coaster on the TV, and then he was like moving the box, like the cat was on a roller coaster. I was like, if I was the cat, I'd be so freaked out. Like, what the fuck is going on? Like, no part of this is natural. He just seemed to accept that like his cat would know what a roller coaster was, and this wasn't like cat abuse. They're gonna give his cat like shaken baby syndrome or something. Also, thank you. I'm also glad I'm having a great time. Oh, there's a chair here. You can admire that green raft. And think about all the things there are to think about in life. Think about how the fact that sometimes you don't get to choose the slide you're on. The slide you're on is just the one you've got. You know, or we could think about solar wind. It's a thing that exists. Everything's out there. Viking 1, it's been going for a long time, you know? What's it reaching out there? What's it seeing? You know? What happens once you get past that, like, protective magnetic sphere of the sun? You're just out there, exposed to the cosmic elements of space. Can't remember the last time you went down a slide. Me neither, but it's not because like I haven't seen one. It's because I'm like an adult now, and I always feel like it'd be super weird if it's like who's that weird guy getting on the slide? So man, it sits in every fifth chair, thinks about solar wind. I mean, there's a lot to think about there, you know? It's like, what's beyond the sun? The sun protects us from lots of cosmic particles. It's like, once you get past that, what is there? Is this a toilet? Am I about to walk in on somebody? Is this Occupado? Oh yeah, my bad, sir. I didn't realize you were in there. What about this one? Oh, I didn't realize there was no toilet here at all. What about this one? Oh, this is like someone's worst nightmare if they're like in the stall on the left over here. like why are people opening all the doors? You know, you just wish to use the bathroom in peace. Sometimes you just want a safe space, but someone keeps knocking on the stall door and you just don't know a good way to be like, hey man, I'm in here right now and I need you to not bother me in my happy, quiet place. That the magnetic field protects us from the sun. What particles are in the intersystem space? I mean, there's particles like in the interspace there too, but there's particles like from galaxies and stuff and stars and other galaxies. It's like the sun shields us from some degree of that because it also produces its own particles. So there's like an outward pressure pushing against particles from like other solar systems and stuff like that. And then it also has like its own kind of like a magnetic shield. I think the sun has like a magnetic field. It could be full of shit. Hold on, let me look this up. I've always assumed it has, and I'm thinking like, what if it doesn't? What if this is a lie? Let me check. The AI assistant will know the answer to this question. It has access to all of humanity's works about physics. Yeah, yes, the sun is a powerful and complex magnetic field. I said complex instead of complex. It's generated by movement of electrically charged plasma within the sun's interior. This magnetic field is responsible for a variety of solar phenomena, including sunspots, solar flares, coronal mass ejections, and solar wind. This is a continuous stream of charged particles emitted from the sun's corona, carrying the sun's magnetic field through the solar system. I'm definitely smashing words together for some reason. I'm really not trying to. But yeah, it's like it's got like an outward, it's like an outward stream of particles, right? Just blowing all that radiation out there, and that protects us from other particles because it crashes into those particles and then sends them on their way. But then also, it, like magnetically, like as those particles hit like the sun's magnetic field, they kind of like ride along it instead of riding straight through it. Oh, is that a shark? It's just a giant puddle. There's nothing but inner tubes here. I feel like we're on our way to meet our fate of whatever's at the end of the tunnel. I feel like it's a corner, but I also feel like it could be a giant cliff. There's so much space. Why wouldn't the particles just pass each other? Because there's like a lot of them out there. Oh, you mean like why wouldn't the particles... I don't know, I think because they're just like streaming. They're just streaming out there, colliding with each other and stuff. And then the magnetic sphere thing is easier because then it's like They're just attracted to it, so they ride along it. Why is this like a TV in here? Are these the shower rooms? Why is it so steamy in here? Oh, we're in a sauna again. Another one. But yeah, so it's like, that's like the trippy part, because it's like the Vikings, the only thing that's kind of like been beyond that like protective sphere of space that the sun kind of gives us. So it's like once it gets past that point, it's like you don't really know what's out there. So the part of that's like what they're trying to measure. Like what is beyond this bubble of like all that kind of energy that we're used to experiencing, that we've kind of always known. These remind me of the tourists in Pacific Drive. Excuse me, gentlemen, just passing through, just passing through. What if one of them moved or like disappeared or something, you know? If I rounded the corner, they were still there. Oh, the toilet is here. I can see you were all in line and I've rudely interrupted you, my bad. Like, I've had dreams about like pool locker rooms like this for some reason. And I don't know why. Is this gonna be one of those, like, this is one of those non-Euclidean things? I'm just gonna walk up this and then like all of the world's perspective is going to shift. Do you hate mannequins? What about like if you're at a store or something, you know? I feel like the movie I Am Legend gave me like an irrational kind of fear of mannequins once. Because Will Smith got trapped and tricked by that mannequin. Pacific Drive has a lot of them, and then you'll like walk and you like won't look at them, and then you'll turn around and they'll be there. Oh, here we go again. Look at us go. The gravity just keeps changing. I guess this is it. Is this the way to the next place? I feel like we're like Super Mario, like plumbering down this hole. Oh no, same. Oh my god, my legs. Yeah, you know, I guess. I hear footsteps. Who's walking away? Were they walking away, or were they checking to make sure we're okay, you know? You only dislike sexy mannequins? Is there a story for this? Or like, where's all the mannequin VTubers at? The mannequins in one room just sitting. What do you think about like mannequin storage closets, you know? Oh my god, that's like that's the MC Escher painting. If you like walk into the, or have you ever seen Westworld? There's like, they have all like the automatons, put them in like storage or whatever. They're just like lined up there. There's like, isn't every VTuber mannequin? Sometimes, I guess in a way, kind of. What do you think this artist's piece says? Look at that guy. He's like leaning over here, watching this man who's like watching his life fall apart as he's here on the John, as they colloquially refer to it. I really wish you could hit the flush button though, but for some reason you can't. And then above us lies the brightness. I feel like we're more like puppets, you know? Every day I like to thank the technology that makes it possible that I don't have to shove my hand up a felt puppet's ass to be able to get the same effect of just being here, you know, doing this dialogue and having this experience, you know? I feel like Elmo is, he's very old school, you know? So I had to drink more liquid. I think this is where we came from, right? This is the slide that broke our legs. Why did I feel like... I feel like I was fine for like a little bit, and I'm suddenly weirded out, like more so than I was. My brain was kind of okay with it, and then it was like it suddenly became like less acceptable. Look at this guy though. Do you think the glass is gonna like break on one of these? It's gonna be like... He's in a lawn chair. This one's not on the toilet. I don't know what's back here. A light. A tunnel. sewer tunnels. I'm waiting for this to like loop back on itself in like some kind of like impossible way, and they're like, oh, you were in the same space all along. Despite the fact that somehow the, oh my god, why is it so bright? Oh, this is it. It's got like nice themes. I'm so inspired. Listen to this music. Isn't this inspirational? Don't you feel like you just woke up and took a look at this bright lamp? There's a movie with like I think it's Ryan Reynolds, and they're like in this facility, and the people are like convicts, and he's trying to build like experimental drugs or something, and he's like testing them on the people, and for some reason this kind of reminds me of that, because they like make the drugs are supposed to like make them feel certain emotions type of thing. It's like, oh, you're supposed to take the calm drug right now and experience the calm emotion. Here's me kicking open all the bathroom stalls again, you know, not being weird or anything, just investigating, you know, if they put the rarest item in the game in one of these stalls. And here we are, back on the saunas. This kind of reminds me of Silent Hill, like not in a good way. And I don't like I don't like this multi-layer corridor thing we got going on here. I also don't like that I can't really see it that well. Everything is like, it's almost completely pitch black. Can you guys see this okay? Is it just me? I don't know, that's blind here. I had this happen in a game the other day too, and I'm like, oh my goodness, look at this hallway. Why are the stalls the only way there's no toilets? That's a good question. I feel like it's probably because they just took them out of the stalls and like put them elsewhere for safekeeping, you know? Look at this light. This reminds me of like an electric eel for some reason. If I could name this, I'd be like, this is my hallway of eels. Welcome to MTV Cribs. Here's my eel hallway. This is it. Chapter 3 completed. I don't know what we fell into or like broke there, but only one way to find out, and that's by playing Chapter 4. My head is itchy. What's the bandwidth looking like on this? Have we done it? We're still at like 4.5. Are we really just not using that much? This has to be a lie. This has to be some kind of scam going on here. I'm going to change the encoding settings live, and I don't know what that's going to do. If it's going to do anything at all. Maybe it doesn't do anything at all. Maybe that's why we're still at the same bandwidth we've been at this entire stream. Now we're at like 4.9, 4.8. I feel like we've raised the bar. Why does that look like a Dark Souls boss? Like you traversed the fog wall there. What the hell was that? Is this place haunted? Are you farming crypto? I don't think so. You mean because like everything's made of wood, or like was there like some super loud fan noises? I guess we go onwards to victory. Wow, I think we walked through the ghost of Pools Past. Nothing's happening. I want you to keep the soft. Oh, dude, that's it. That's genius. It was all just a crypto miner all along. Remember some guy saying, like, someone called, oh, there's actually a game called Frost Train. I think I played, oh my god, my CPU does not like it. Maybe they really are mining crypto. Also, I'm scratching my eye. Just ignore the fact that I'm talking to you with my eyes closed. Oh my god, it's a face. What the fuck is that? It's like Garden of Bam Bam already. Alright, can I turn the graphics down? Hold on a second. Interactive water, motion blur, depth of field, lens distortion, ambient occlusion. Let's go with the performance DLSS preset. That's what I like to see. Oh, there we go. We're so much more responsive. That's why my eyes are so itchy. I think it's like the time of year, but could be the eye thing too. Oh, we're so much better right now. Look at us go. Before we were like, yeah, look at we got physics and they're physican, if you will. Is this more? Oh, we can go underwater here. All right, I'm going to become one with the mer people. Okay, it's like there's no way this doesn't kill us. Like, what the hell? What do you think he's waiting for? If I learned nothing? You mean from itching my eyes or from going down ladders into deep, deep water? I feel like the guy's yes. You know what? Acceptable. I'm waiting for like a phone to be ringing in this game. Seems like the kind of game where like a phone would ring randomly, you know? Is that a body of water? And another body of water? And a pillar in a body of water. This game was about pools, but I feel like now it's just about running on tile and avoiding water as much as possible. Unless there's slides. I'll brave the water for a slide or two. This place is like windows. These are like apartment windows. This is like an elevator shaft. If you fall down this, do you die? I feel like the answer would be yes, but realistically, there's only one way to find out, right? It must have fallen down the elevator shaft. So I like to test all my elevator shafts. Wait, so if we go all the way down, can we take the elevator up? Is that my 500 IQ moment? There's nothing to do here but find it. Have you seen that thing where it's like if you give people the choice between like doing nothing or like administering electric shocks to themselves, they will shock themselves because the brain finds it more entertaining than doing nothing? You ever wonder if maybe all of life is a greater metaphor for this? Like we realize the futility and the boredom of it all. But here we are, shocking ourselves for the ride. Because it's better than doing nothing. You think I said that backwards? Maybe. What did I say? Life is like a metaphor for all. It's all a metaphor for life. Probably meant that one. I probably meant it's all like a metaphor for life. All of life is a metaphor for no, I meant life is like a metaphor for like the getting shocked thing is a metaphor for life in general. You know, you're bored, so you shock yourself because it's something to do. At the same time, like maybe we just live our lives because it's something to do. Because the alternative would be boring. There's so many pools. Oh, that's the red slide. I wanted to see what this was about. If I see what this is about, I mean, I wanted to take this red slide. Just gotta do my casual ladder 360s, you know? Oh, that's right. This was this place. These doors remind me of the movie Amelie, if you've ever seen it. I think they all live in like an apartment and they have like those kind of doors lining up the lights. It's flamingos. You know the I realized that song was like a meme at one point. And I played it over the comms in Overwatch for like 3 hours. I remember some dude was so distraught. He was like, no. He's like, I don't want to listen to Flamingo. He was like super mad. And I was like, holy shit. I didn't even know he knew what the song was. Because again, I didn't know it was like a meme at the time. That was the day I learned that I'm a terrible person. I forced him to listen to Flamingo. And also essentially ruined the team's game because nobody else could communicate because Flamingo was just playing too loud. Although I guess like they could have just muted me. But I think I left all of them unmuted, so it's like I would have noticed. You know? But somehow they didn't. They just either muted me and put up with it, or muted me and then said nothing to each other the entire game. There was like, well, no reason to use the comms. I feel like surely one of these has to like go all the way up, right? You know, walking upstairs in real life is not this easy. Not like saying I'm super out of shape or that it's like super hard, but it's like, you know, if you ever... It's very hard to walk up a lot of stairs without getting winded. At like a certain point, I feel like the stairs will win. It's like Tetris, right? It's like you're really just here to prolong the process as much as you can, but you're going to lose. What was that? Supposed to go to bed, but someone had you for like 2 hours. I know, I'm kind of surprised we're still playing this, to be honest. Oh, is that a ghost? Do you see that? What the fuck? It's a fog wall. It's like Dark Souls. But way worse. Somebody saw the video on them beating Tetris. Oh, that is true, actually. They did beat Tetris recently. But up until that point, it was like you were destined to lose. I feel like the weirdest part about that is, like, people beat the game using, like, natural techniques, right? What the fuck is this? We've reached, like, the super unhinged part of the game. This really does remind me of like the factory in Poppy's Playtime. Those are like legs. That's an arm. It's not a leg, but you know what I mean. Those are like limbs coming out of the walls. And I guess if you think about it, these tubes could kind of be like saxophones. This could be like a giant wall of people playing the saxophone. Can you believe that everybody else is playing Elden Ring right now? I'm like sitting here playing this. What the fuck? And then that's it, it just ends. Like, what the fuck was that about back there? Well, whatever it was, I'm glad it's over. Her dog's wagging her tail in her sleep. You think she's having good dreams? Or is it just like sleep paralysis? I heard that's why like sleep paralysis exists. I really want to fall down this. There's a place to fall, you know, I want to experience it. Because what if one of these is secretly like the Easter egg where you can fall down it? What is this gonna be? Looks like an abomination. I feel like I need glasses. Oh dude, it's like synchronized swimming. But not. But people. It's like a king. Is this a house made of people? Is this a metaphor for something? Am I supposed to be experiencing or learning something from this? Is the meaning of what, like, is the importance of this lost upon me? You know, perhaps only the maker of the game knows what this means and what it is for. I will accept my fate and ride the blue tube. Oh, we did it. Chapter 4 is complete. How many more chapters do we have? It will determine whether I... doesn't know what a metaphor is. What do you mean? They don't know what a metaphor is. Look at all this. Is this where they keep the wood for the sauna? This is bricks. I feel like this would not burn well. Why is this boarded off? Why is this bricked off, you know? I feel like I'm on to you, bricks. But we'll go this way for now. This game could really use an auto run button. That's my only complaint. Yeah, why is it bricked up? My bad. Yeah. It's where the monster is. It could be. I feel like if we keep going this way, we'll end up behind it. I really want to sit. Oh, is that an actual clock this time? Last time I thought I found a clock, it was a vent, but this one actually looks like a real clock. I heard a lot of people can't tell time on these types of clocks. Apparently I can't either. Was that one? It's just one. It's one on the dot. And then some seconds. One, what is it? 60? No, that's, sorry, that's 50, 1, 2, 3, 53, 1, 0, 0, 53. The monster's bricks, the brick monster. This is it. This is a dead end. I've been led here. There's nothing. Alright, well, nothing but that chair and that clock. Remember that number in case we need it for later. This doesn't seem like the type of game that would have you enter something like that, but Bricky is its name. It really is like Poppy's playtime. The one monster's name is Huggy Wuggy. And he wants to hug you, but he's so strong in it, he'll break all your bones. Oh, we've made it to the brick. You know, is it bad that like architecturally I don't really hate this? Like if I walked into an apartment like this, that was just full of bricks and pools, like bricks and water, I'm like, damn dude, sweet place you got here. I must ride the slide. I don't know why, I feel like my life will be complete if I ride all 3 of them. This is barely a game at all, not gonna lie. Honestly, if it was built in Unreal, it would be like one of those like, yeah, we built this sample to show off the rendering engine's capabilities. You know, this is the water physics demo. And the slide is for the motion blur demo. Wait, please go down all the slides. They're saying please build an apartment out of bricks and water. Look at that shiny metal hubcap. That's not how this is supposed to work, right? You think that would like, how's that not letting the water out? Oh, I feel like wouldn't a pool made of brick be like heavy as hell? Went down 2 and didn't go down the 3rd one. If I went down like the left and the right one but didn't go down the middle one. Would that bother people? I thought I was gonna break my legs from that tiny fall. There are so many ways to go here. Like into the water. Oh, there's a staircase here. And a staircase over there too. Alright, well, I guess we go up this staircase first. I do kind of want to know what's on that staircase over there, though. It looks like it goes up and then down, which looks way more exciting than this staircase that just goes up. So many ways to go, but nothing to see. No, look at this. It's like a putting green, but it's actually just a diving board. Oh, I thought this was gonna be like the 1% chance to break the game. I think it's like, I don't know if that's like a... You want my real opinion? I think that's the technical limitation of like the bounce lighting, like this diffuse lighting being bounced across the environment in real time. But I also think it's supposed to be like the water caustics. You know, you just gotta like take it all in, just breathe, you know? Just accept the pool and its sparkly brick for what it is. And then drink some water, because it's important to hydrate in these trying times. My salad was Best Buy 2 days ago, and then I went to eat it today, and it was not Best Buy anymore. It was very un-Best Buy. No more. Are you leaving? You finally out? You've had your fill? You've seen enough of the pools? Are you saying no more sitting in place? You're fasting, but you can't ride this crazy train. We're back here in this room full of slides. That's fair. I think I will continue to play this until I'm unamused or I feel like I have nothing left to say, but for some reason I seem to be able to like... No, not salad at Best Buy. It was just like when you buy something at the grocery store and it's got like the Best Buy date on it. Like the use this salad before this point in time. It's a trick that makes you think something will happen. Oh, what is this? Is this like a cliff here? Seems like a very fallable kind of angle, you know? Of all the holes that I've fallen down, I wouldn't want to fall down that one. This is gonna be back at the same room with this thing. God damn it. Well, I guess we go to the other spiral staircase. Remarkably full of topics for this game of all games. Well, like the fact that I ate a salad and it was expired. The fact that my salad expired before I got to eat it. I was really looking forward to that salad too, and then all I had was like broccoli, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna steam broccoli, so all I ended up eating was chicken, and it just wasn't a very good experience, to be honest. I even tried to ask the AI, I was like, okay, here's what I have in my fridge, it's like a bare minimum. I was like, what can I add to this chicken to make it less like just chicken? It was like, it didn't use its exact words. It was like, bro, you're fucked. It was like, you gotta put lettuce in the salad. And I was like, I don't have any salad. And I just didn't understand that like the salad was bad. I could not eat the salad. Is this the same place again? Or I must be missing something here. Is it back there, that room with all the corridors? I was trying to tell you that life is suffering. It could be, you know. I like to think that life is what you make of it. It's only as suffering as you choose for it to be. The same with this place, you know? Did you come here to suffer? Or are you just here to have a grand old time in some happy little pools, you know? Well, I wish I knew where we were supposed to go. Is it perhaps back here by the diving board? You came here to suffer? That's fair, you know? We were supposed to go down this way. Yeah, this looks like we haven't been here before, right? I would love that this is like angled. This would be very dangerous in real life, I feel like. You would not want a slope like that on like an all wet kind of pool. That is where people will die. They will break their heads open and then they will sue you for all of your livelihood. Is this another toilet and a locker for some reason? Just a nice casual toilet locker. I think there's something on the toilet locker, but I can't quite make it out. There's like an orb there of some sort. I think it's like a camera. I'm afraid it's like a person's head and I'm not gonna see it until it's like too late, and then I'm like, what the fuck, that's so weird type of thing, you know? Or is it just a light? Is this a mirror? What's it? Oh wait, is it a shower? This has to be a shower, right? I'm dumb. This is a shower. What about this? Is this another one? This one does not look like a shower. These actually just look like cameras. Wait, no, that does look like a shower. It's still got the same thing above it. These four. More useless spaces. And more water. I guess we just keep going, I guess. Look at this. This is a pool with another pool next to it, you know? Or a giant tub with another giant tub next to it. You know, at what point does a tub become a pool? And at what point is a pool so small that it is a tub? Why is there that shiny noise over here? It makes me feel like I should be positively rewarded. Like I am affirmed for my actions. Sounds like it's coming from the pool. Did you ever go to like a place like this in real life? Just like a museum made of pools? Just like show up in your swimsuit and you walk around the rooms and get in the different types of pools. I feel like you could make it pretty bare bones like this. Or you could even do like different types of water in the pools, you know? You could be like, we filled this pool with that black water, you know? The one that's like all dark from like all the minerals in it. You'd be like, this pool's filled with Voss. It should be a very expensive pool to keep maintained and filled. And I guess like they'd start as like pure black water, pure Voss, but then slowly they'd become like how much of the pool, you know, let me tell you about the toilet pool of Theseus, you know. If it starts as Voss and then people drink it, but then they pee it back out, at what point is it the same pool, and at what point is it a pool of Voss, and at what point is it just a pool of piss, you know? Where do things break down? Also, I don't know why the stream is so pee-centric. I apologize. You make it to the third room and then you go home. To be fair, I feel like walking around, dipping your toes in all that water, and then like walking back around, lugging all that extra water weight around, it would be very tiring. It might be a good workout though. I'm like, come see our 18-course pool. You know? People have golf courses. People have pool courses. You think tubs have their own water supply where pools almost never do? I mean, maybe. But I guess like if you just stick your hose at like the end of the pool, then it's kind of got its own water supply, doesn't it? In like a way. Are those hands over there? Look at those hands. Or as they say, colloquially, catch these hands. How can I get to the hands? Oh no. Not one of these again. I wanted to go this way, but it's like sanctioned off. That's a pool with a hose? How's it any different? I don't understand. Oh, this is that thing we looked at earlier. Yo. I think there was something back there. I feel like I saw something. Oh, is it just this rail? Oh, it's that person. It's the statue guy. This is a wall. This is not as exciting. Is that the guy from before? Does this place have continuity? I'm so like... that weirds me out more than most things in this game, and I feel like there's not a good reason for that. Alright, this reminds me of that like Family Guy quote. It's like walking up the stairs, walking down the stairs, walking up the sideways stairs. Let's continue on our journey and proceed to the highlighted route. I always wonder how they do stuff like this in games. Like, what are you doing to the physics engine back there? Behind, oh god, it's the elevator shaft! Oh wow, we did it. Performed a dive worthy of an award. I guess none of our other dives were worthy, okay. Is it because we did a 360? Because like I could just bust out more of those. I could do like a 720 pool dive. Seems frustrating because it seems like something will happen at any moment. Yeah, it could be like that, you know. In a way, it's like a one giant edging simulator. It'll never actually happen. It'll never go anywhere. But boy, does it seem like it might at any moment, you know? Maybe that's a bad example. I feel like that's a bad analogy. If I could go back in time and unchoose those words, I guess I probably would, but maybe part of me wouldn't because I feel like I'm trying to branch out and become a more comfortable person on stream, and I guess like that's a joke I'd make with my friends, but typically not on stream. And then I feel like if you hide all those jokes from the world, then you have like no personality. You're just a very boring existence of like a shell of a person. I guess we go this way. That way's blocked, but seems to have room for water for some reason. Where's that movie Passengers with Jennifer Lawrence and that dude that wakes her from cryostasis to condemn her to the same terrible fate that he has had after his cryopod has malfunctioned. And I feel like she forgives him for this and really kind of like lets it go, but I feel like I would not be that like okay with that. Why was that noise there and then it stopped? I'm more worried that the noise stopped than like worried that it happened. Oh, and this is the telephone booth section of the game, of course. We use any of the booths? If it seems like we stopped running, it's because I did, but I feel like I should have just kept running. I don't know why I thought the booths would have more to interact with. Look at those slides over there. I feel like the game forgot the one thing it was doing. Maybe they just really liked building pools. Well, that's it. That's the game. There's like a rock simulator game. Kind of want to play it. At the same time, I also feel like it would be like this. Where I'm like, why am I doing this again? What was my motivation for being here? I really want to go down those, but I also don't. What if I just didn't? What if I just took the, what if I took the knot slide? You know, what if I just went right down the side of the building? You know, I built my own slide. That's all right. I won't do what you tell me. We could have rode any one of these fabulous slides, but we didn't. You know, we took our own. Also, look at all those stairs. Think about this reminds me of that like AI thing where it was like AI has designed an orphanage for 100 people. Here's how we will organize the orphanage, and it's talking about like how to build the jail cells and the bunk beds of like the building to house like these thousands of people. Oh dude, it's a toilet. In a way, kind of resembles one. You're not watching me climb all the stairs. What about watching me climb up this toilet lid? This improv toilet lid, if you will. For a fantastic night, you draw the line. Alright, well thank you for hanging out and watching as much as you did. If it makes you feel bad about being here, I'm more impressed and feel worse that I'm playing this still. But look, there's a sign over there. Does it say exit? Is this the false hope that we'll actually get out of here? It's not a toilet. It kind of looks like one though, right? This is it. The sewer grating of leaving the pool. Or there's about to be a puzzle somewhere. It would be very... It's like that way. Oh, it kind of looks like, okay, bars. It says bars left, bars right, exit. Here are the bars. If I go right, do I exit? Why are there more bars down there? What? What if I want to go this way? I guess you don't get a choice. Or do you? How come we can walk up like a curved surface and change like the physics direction, you know? We can't walk down like a surface like that and change the direction, you know what I'm saying? I think we're supposed to find the part where like the horizontal bars meet the vertical bars. I feel like I should have looked at that graphic better. So I feel like I'm never going to get out of here. This was not it. This was not the way out. This is just, these are just stairs to nowhere. Because it had like a pattern on it, right? It was like, makes me think like the pattern, I must seek the pattern to leave this place. What if that's how you get the good end? The rest of these are like the bad end. I'll have wasted my time. Oh, you know what I bet actually? It's probably way too late now, but it was like a, it had like a bunch, it was like the horizontal bars and then like sideways bars and then horizontal bars and sideways bars. I'm betting it's like walk till you see horizontal bars and then walk till you see sideways bars. Oh, or you just go towards the light. I mean, that works too. That's how they built the Left 4 Dead games. Like if you always walk towards the light source, you'll always make it to the next place you gotta be. This is it. I think we're finally leaving the station platform. Oh, it's an escalator. Some people hate these things in real life. Wait, is that like a face out there? Look at all those chairs. Think of all the opportunities. You could sit in all of those. Can you go back down? I guess, does this just take you up automatically? Oh my god, it does, but it's so slow. Alright, let's just enjoy this moment, you know? It's progressing, we'll just let it be what it is. We'll just enjoy. How dare you presume this game has a good ending? I mean, it could, you know? I was playing Lies of P and someone was like, you gotta lie to that guy to get the good end. And I was like, what? I was like, there's multiple ends? This game has ends, not just end. I guess it makes sense because I feel like most Souls-like games kind of do, but I feel like this game could have like a good end or a bad end. Let's continue our journey, you know? Just walk towards that green. Is this where we get abducted? We're gonna wake up from a coma? It's gonna like fry you have to wake up? What is that? It's a shack. A shack with a bunch of stuff. We have been abducted by aliens. That's proof, right? That's our house. We're gonna be miles above it and we're gonna fall out of the ship. Everything is green here. I did not expect that. I thought this was going to be like a beam of some sort. I didn't think there would actually be color in this world. Oh, we just kicked that open. Someone might live here. That's not okay, you know? Just go back this way. What about down here? Can I fall to my death again? I feel like there's got to be like a... Someone do like a hardcore run of this where like every time I fall down the hole, I restart the game type of thing. They're all into the green room, I guess. Yes, what chapter is this? I think it's 5. How many chapters are there? Did you look it up? Are you trying to figure out how long you're going to be invested in this for? Oh, yeah, look, improvised slide. Woohoo! Yeah, look at this. Whoa, is that a drum set back there? Who knows? A ramp. Sick. Got some sick air. Wish we would have busted a 360. Alright, now I really feel like we're in Poppy's playtime. What is this? This is it. This is all a metaphor. The society has ended years ago, and we're stuck here now. This is our underground pool bunker. What's that hole? What's it do? Don't find out. Yeah, it's pretty much. Look at this music, though. So festive. I feel like I'm in like a cartoon. This is like your average 50s age atomic home. Or we're right on the outskirts of that nuclear blast test and things are about to go horribly wrong. But look, it's another pool. Isn't that so cool? Or we could just drown in the pool, I guess. That's fine. You are a cartoon. You ever think? I have thought about that too. Reggie Watts has that song where he's like, I'm a cartoon character. You'll never be able to be like me. I'm just like a VTuber. Like, I really think about that. Like, I am. Like, we are cartoon characters. You know, you will never be able to be like me. I mean, you kind of can because you're also like a VTuber, but it makes you think like all these, you ever watch like the flesh tubers and you're like, how disgusting is that? You know, like streaming with your real body. What are you, weird? You know, what's up with that? Is this gonna be a hole? Oh, I thought for sure I wasn't gonna make it to the other side of this. This has to be some kind of metaphor for something. Everybody's like, oh, look at all these people with their perfect cookie cutter lives and their perfect cookie cutter homes. I'm expecting this game to be like one of the ones that where it's like 5 p.m. will hit. Like everyone's gonna come out of these houses at once. They're all gonna be dribbling their basketballs and oh no, this is that nuclear blast test. I knew it. Oh, this is it. It's getting kind of shaky, you know. I don't know if you're supposed to stand at an earthquake like that. Game really says a lot about the fall of society, you know. I think there were like 8 chapters. What's perfect of their lives if they have loudspeakers in every lawn? Yeah, that's a good point. It's probably pretty hard to sleep with all that noise going on out there. Here we are in a newer world, and this set of hands coming from the door is pointing at something. I will look. Oh, it's a. You're not pointing at that. I thought you were pointing at the fabulous work of art. I was like, wow, it really is an original Da Vinci. Look at that. Is that the loudspeakers? And then there's eyeballs there, and then it's like a fishing rod, or like some kind of lean-to, perhaps a tent, or perhaps a fire pit with a stick sticking out of it. Let's go this way, the hands told me to. More pools, more holes. I feel like the water's really here to absorb all this radiation, you know? That guy's been intubated. Which makes you think maybe we are in the hospital somewhere, in the real world, you know? Lights. PT again? That would freak me out. I would not enjoy that. Isn't there like a remake of PT because PT was canceled and it was like the same exact plot where it's like the thing's calling you on the phone and the whole place kind of repeats? I swear I've seen this recently. Chessboard from Kingdom Hearts 3. Am I it's just a dead end? Oh, it's not okay. It's like, am I doomed? What's happening here? Is that a therapy couch or just a chair? Oh, I like that we can sit in this. Way more comfortable than those plastic lawn chairs. Although this one would get kind of wet, I guess. It's got like upholstery. The chairs back there were definitely more conducive to the pool environment. I still love that we can like 360 on the pool, like on the chairs. Look at us go. Look at us spin. Another chair? Don't mind if I do. You know, people don't take enough time to sit in chairs in their lives, you know. Holy, okay, don't fall down that. Or do we? Reviewing the chairs? Yeah, you know. Solid 8 out of 10 chair. Other chair, cheap plastic. This chair, real goated experience. I guess we go along the wall, you know. Which is a horror, story by Ian Carroll. It's called All Along the Wall. Look at the eyes. I must go. My hole calls to me. The tip. Trying to stay sane. I've just abandoned the sanity. Did the tip jar work? Did that tip actually go through? Was my setup busted and I didn't bother to check? Oh, there we go. There it went. It's very delayed. I don't know what that's gonna do. I think there's like an internal cooldown on it. I don't remember though. It's been a while since I messed with it. As you redeem them, they fall. The jar's kind of busted. What do you mean busted? It gives you like a random chance between like 3. Oh my god, look at all the inner tubes. Look at all the pool floaties. Does anybody, do inner tubes remind anybody else of like go-karts? Oh, it's a random chance. Sometimes it goes in, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it showers coins everywhere. Other times it showers a small amount of coins. Here we are, once more. This place seems like less civilized than the other place, you know? The other place had wallpaper. This place has wood. Although, pretty nice sauna you got here. Makes me think like, is there a terrible meme out there somewhere where it's like the only sauna I like is a fur sauna, you know? Furry gang rise up. Hashtag 42069. Every now and then I'll meet a certain group of people and I'll think like furry's like an insult and I'll just be like, so what? So what if I'm a furry? And I just feel like I admire their ability to just unapologetically be a furry, you know? Like I have like mixed feelings about it because I did have all this. I knew like a lot of people in like university who would like play. They'd be like out there in their fedoras and their trench coats, and it's like, you know what? On one hand, I'm glad you can be you. But on the other hand, I'm like, don't you know there's stereotypes about this? You are perpetuating and living up to those stereotypes right this second. And that makes me think I'm supposed to go this way because I feel like that door wouldn't have opened otherwise. Oh, the jar probably fell off the desk. That's physics. You knocked over the jar. I should make a thing that resets it. Because it is right now, I guess it just stays broken. We didn't go this way. Actually scared. No. Alright, I'll make a thing that makes the jar not fall over. I'll make it so it resets and then we can keep playing with the coins. I feel like life has options now. Because we can go that way and it looks like it goes, but the other way also looks like it went. Now that I've spent time going down both these paths. Excuse me, I'm scratching my eye. I don't know which of these satisfying crash noise just explodes. It shouldn't even fall, it should just implode on itself. If you leave like a glass bowl or something on like the... If you leave like something hot in a glass bowl and then suddenly out of nowhere it just explodes. It should be like that. Ear-shattering explosion of glass. Is that a saw blade? This doesn't seem safe. You don't have to tell me twice though. Was that saw blade on? It sounded like it was on. It sounded like it turned on back there. Oh, I've seen this. We're down here. At least we got to ride the slide though, you know, very worth it. I'd rate that slide as a solid 7 out of 10, maybe a 6 out of 10. You know, it had like a good thing going for it there, but it was just too short. I don't think it did enough like left, right kind of stuff. Is this that same place? Are we underwater now? Is this gonna tell me that like everybody used to live their happy lives in their homes, but now the sea level has risen? And now all the homes are flooded, and that is the real metaphor in this game, that we weren't taking care of the planet all along. No one thought about this as much as me. You think they just sat here and enjoyed the experience for what it was without thinking that hard about it? They didn't bother to reflect or wonder what the game was trying to tell or say? We gotta keep We're gonna keep her moving, you know, we're gonna kinda keep going. Just like real life, you know? This game is a metaphor for the journey of life, where we're all building up our hopes and dreams in our perfect little picket fence houses until all of a sudden the floodwaters come and take it all away, you know? That's what this game is trying to tell us about society. Also, don't walk down any holes and fall into the abyss. That's the other thing it's trying to tell you about society. You know, be prepared for the holes that you cannot avoid, and to avoid the holes that you can. Why are these lights blinking like this? I don't like how dim it is in here. They say that the human brain hates noise. A perfect metaphor for life because you should be sleeping instead. Yeah, but instead you're here, you know? Isn't it so great? I was half expecting to like kick open this door and just see a bunch of water like fall out. Oh, this is not good for the chair. This is a very soggy chair. I'd rate this as a 3 out of 10 experience. The lawn chair, while uncomfortable, was more conducive to the water environment and was therefore more comfortable to sit in than the soggy chair that looks out the window. Oh, there's pillows here. Look at this. This is like a wrought iron chair. Wait, did we throw that? Is that chair looking at us? Is it just a visual of glitch? How does it still get 3 points? I mean, I feel like if it's any less than that, it's like not a chair. They'd be like, this chair had 1 leg. Did not enjoy. I just want to sit in this fancy chair. Why won't you let me try this chair? This is all I've wanted in life. And you won't let me have this. Alright, whatever. That chair's... I don't want to say it's bad because we couldn't technically rate it. We'll just give it an NA for now. I'm sure at some point maybe we'll get to sit in the wrought iron chair. Look at all these pillows. You're gonna like fall out of bed and your pillow's gonna get all soggy. That's not gonna be very fun. Well, I do think like sometimes your pillow's like warm on like all the sides of it, you know? These chairs get 2 points or less. I mean, I haven't sat in them yet. I don't know. If it was 3, it was at least a chair. I mean, that was still a chair. I just didn't get to sit in it. You know? Where's my... I mean, who am I to judge the chair that I wasn't able to sit in? But also, I was saying, like, your pillow, like, sometimes your pillow gets, like, super warm, and, like, you turn it over, and it's, like, still super warm, you know? It's like, that makes me think, if you just slept in a pool, you could just dunk your pillow in the water for some, like, late-night pillow cooling. That's what everybody needs in their life. To be solid and look at the ground, like this one. The ground here. Do you want me to go back there and look? Is the jar right side up? Oh, you mean on the floor? I don't know. I don't even know if I can look at it. I can check. I genuinely don't know. The camera doesn't go down there. I didn't have the ability to like pilot the camera yet either because I feel like I never knew that it would be so needed before. Does make me think like if the jar falls, that's a good point though. Like, does the jar take like the emitter to access with it? I mean, I could restart it if you want. It'll here we'll give it a. Let me give me 1 second. Does make me think, yeah, because like if it's upside down, like. How'd you ever know? Would it still spawn the coin from the air, or would it spawn the coin from the cup? From the cup's like point of view. Alright, I'll make a note and I'll add a reset button for the tip jar. Behind door number 1. I learned that from Dora the Explorer. There's a lie, I didn't learn that from Dora the Explorer. We are done the maintenance hatch. More beds. These ones slightly drier than the last ones. Are those ladders? Ladders to beds? Is this a hole you fall down? This has to be like a cult, right? I'm convinced this is like some cult, some cultist stuff. There's no way these people are sleeping on like stone beds and like climbing up like 60 feet to their ladder bed if it's one of those holes you fall down and die. I think it is. No? This is it. This is the secret hole. The one that doesn't kill you. The one that just ends. Look at all these toilets. More toilets. pipes. This is like sewer grating. This makes me think of BioShock for some reason. But not in like a great way. More like I'm gonna see something between the sewer gratings that I don't want to see kind of way. The sweet ambiance of the pumps are going. Dude, it's a art room. Or at least an easel. It's an easel. A single easel and a bucket with a face on it. Look at that. Look at that guy. He's just like holding your paintbrush for you. Kind of looks like the Scream. Have we been here? This is a concept art for the game, and then they put it in the actual game. So now it's more of a meta piece than a concept art piece. Wow, is it the tile that leads to the other rooms before us? Is the tile on the outside of these rooms? Is that what's happening here? Oh my god, it's escalators. When you have the option, when they have like the escalators in the middle and the stairs on the side like this, do you take the stairs on the side or you take the escalator in the middle? You know, what kind of human are you? Oh, I thought that was like a cat for a second. Turns out it's just a ladder. I must go. I must go. Why is this one so slow? Oh, I thought it was gonna kill me for sure. Turns out you can actually just go out here. Can you believe there was an achievement in this game once for hearing the anonymous noise? You're an android and you walked up the escalator. You knocked the tip jar off the desk. Look at all those coins embedded in the desk there, though. It's pretty good. It's the worst thing that ever happened. You know, relatable. Am I supposed to go that way? Or am I supposed to go further up there? I feel like they wouldn't let you go down the ladder if you weren't supposed to go this way. There was like a triangle hole in the wall over there, though. Alright, let's climb up this ladder. Oh, it's a star-shaped hole. Look at that, it's a star. Also, I really will, I will restrict the tip jar if you really want to use it. You can like, I mean like I'll make it so it doesn't fall off the desk in the future. Now that I know. I thought people would be like dying to compete to knock the jar over. But now I realize they just get bored when the jar's on the floor. I've never looked at it this way. Like this exciting perspective. Aren't we here? Haven't we been to this? What the fuck? Where are we supposed to go? Unless we're supposed to go back there. Oh no, I feel like I don't know where we are anymore. If I only magically manage to guess what pool is the correct pool in all these scenarios, that's the only reason we can the jar fall from the heavens. You want like a, so the first one's like a tip jar, you want a jar tip, which just falls from like the ceiling. Maybe that's what I'll do. For more points, you can make the jar fall from the sky instead. Haven't you been there? I know not where we have been, but I guess it's probably not that way because there's no ladders or anything. Why is the stuff keep like stuttering? More pipes. Dude, the iron chair! Yes! This one's not completely soaked. I give this an 8 out of 10. It's got nice features. The cushion is just tall enough so that it doesn't get soaked. The back probably could use a little bit more support, but it seems like the other chair would just be like super hard on your back anyway, so it's kind of lying to you. Yeah, that's a good 8 out of 10 chair. Also, look at the view. It's so beautiful. You know that is an iron, right? Is it wood? It's even better. Is this a sheep? I don't like the look in its eyes, you know, look at that sheep. Is the sheep gonna talk to me? Is this a talking animal game? Why is it so blurry? Can we ride the sheep? Can we stand on the sheep? We can stand on the couch. I bet this seat's actually really comfy. It's a shame we can't take a seat here next to the sheep. Why does he look so like distraught from this side? And like from the front, the sheep kind of looks so happy, you know? Look at him, he's like smiling. He's like, haha, I'm a sheep. But if you look at him from like the angle over here, it just looks tortured. Actually, this side looks less amused. The other side looks like, why is one of his eyes like different? I don't like this. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Goodbye, sheep. Do I go up the ladder? Do I go over there and fall in whatever hole that might be at the edge of the pool? Alright, let's begin our journey up the stairs. Yeah! I almost rented an apartment with stairs like this. Oh no, is this where the mannequins are being made? I knew this was going to be this kind of game. I'm surprised it didn't happen back there where they weren't like all moving and jittery and stuff. I thought for sure it was going to be like, here's where the screaming mannequins are produced. Oh, it's a hole in the floor. Oh no, is this where we... Oh, thank God. I was like, please tell me we didn't go in like a giant circle. With stairs like this, he said. Yeah, it had like a stairway. And the stairs were kind of like that. Is this chess? Am I the chess pieces? Are these the chess pieces? Look at them go. We're one of them. You said I almost rented stairs like this? No, I wish though, you know. I think it'd be sick. Think about the exercise you could get going up and down those. Like 10 out of 10. Would rent again. I guess if you fall down that pool, you die. But if you fall in this pool, you get a nice bath, you know? You ever wonder, like, what is it about bird baths that, like, birds are attracted to? You know, why do they get in there and, like, splash around? What's the purpose of that? Also, why doesn't that sheep have a greater role in the story about all these pools? Because, like, that is true. I've seen them, they, like, play with them, like, push them around and stuff. Like toys. But the bird bath just seems like, so you think they enjoy playing in the water? You think it's more like a function thing? Oh, dude, it's an art museum. This one looks like the crossing of the Delaware, and then this other one over here looks like a 3-year-old drew it. It's pretty good. You think these are made by like the game developer's kids or something? Or you think like he made these? Look, we got Shaggy stranded on an island. And here we've got the Hamburglar and the Constable. Why are some of these of like so different quality? Is that a tiger? Oh, it's a cat. It's kind of like a tiger if you think about it. It's a cat in the sauna. The Sona. A cat Sona, if you will. Nothing. Yeah, this one's really edgy. I think there's actual paintings like this. I actually think there is like a painting like that in a museum somewhere on display. That one kind of weirds me out. You know, oh, giant chair. This one's a duck in a pool, but it looks like it's from underneath the water. Another chair next to this chair. I really wish you could sit in this, but you can't. There's a blurry sunset over here. So I'm yawning. I think I'm finally running out of energy. I should have drank more caffeine, or maybe I should just go to bed at a reasonable hour for once. I don't like this painting. I thought it was like a hooded figure of death, but now I think it's a guy bending over backwards, screaming. Look at him scream. Look at him go. It's like, rah. Oh no, there's water now. I'm waiting to like see that in 3D. This one also has an ominous image. This is like... There's a show called Off the Air, and there's like the episode about like horror. A bunch of hands just start falling from the ceiling, and it's just like, this would be terrifying. What's going on? I guess I'm kind of reminded of that. Is this a subway? A water subway? A bed subway? Are we sleeping? Is this a dream? That would make sense. What do they call those? Like liminal spaces? Oh, dude, it's that guy. It's the Scream guy. The Scream picture. Is this like the bad side? Is it like the good side of town? Is this like the bad side of town? That's the good subway and the bad subway, if you will. Which also kind of makes me want Subway TM sandwiches, you know, where you can have it your way. And they always ask me, like, would you like American or cheddar or provolone? And I'm like, I do not know nearly enough about types of cheeses in this world to care what you put on the sandwich. Please, I'm starving. Please just pick any cheese and throw it on that bread. Which always makes you think maybe I'm more of a Jimmy John's kind of person. Subway sandwiches are terrible. I love like but they make like the chicken ranch melt and stuff. They're so good. A table and some chairs. This chair is dry. I give it a 9 out of 10 because it's just like the other chair, but it's dry. Also, it sounds like people breathing when you stand up in it. Wow, look at this. This would be like where you look out over a giant pooly ponds, pilgrims. It's a word for like people who work the fields. You know, you look out over your pool empire and you look at all the servants working the pool fields, growing your pool patties. And so, yeah, it's where you know you're like, I've made it. We've succeeded in life. And this is where my portable, collapsible platforms come out, I guess, and let me climb this ladder. This is gonna be the start of the game. Subway sandwiches are terrible. You mean what? This is gonna be like, oh, because there was like one of these that like fell from the ceiling. Are we gonna like climb up this and then gravity's gonna reverse? We're gonna fall and it's gonna be like, haha, you made it back to the start of the game. It's come full circle. Wow. It wasn't like that. But look, a chair. Pretty good. Yeah, very nice. Quality chair. Some windows. This reminds me of like a plane. Ooh, hands. Look at that thing go. You see it? I would say let's do it again, but I think it was a one-time event. Wonder if that was like the one jump scare they were talking about. Is this the start of the game? Just with slightly more water now? With different entrances available? Are we going back in a circle? Is there a giant hole punched in that wall over there? Potentially leading to freedom, but also potentially leading to something horrifying. Kind of looks like there could be something over there leading to something horrifying. Don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Or is it fall warning? Are those ducks? Or just lights? Just lights. Duck lights. The entire game looked like this. What do you mean? You know, fair play, fair play. I was wondering if there was like gonna be like a thing on the ground to avoid because those signs back there said don't fall, but I realized that thing back there was the thing to avoid. That was the thing you weren't supposed to fall in. That was like the don't fall area. I get it now. We have wood floor. Right after all that water, this won't be good. Oh. This way had like one extra arm on it. Look at that. Oh, the mannequin people. Excuse me, just passing through. Some lights. More pool. I think there was like... Oh no, there's more mannequin people now. Oh no, even more mannequin people. Alright, I guess we go that way, because The mannequin people are piling up. They want to go through, you know, it's occupied. Alright, my bad, mannequin people. I didn't realize this was the way. Oh, dude. Oh, we got more mannequin people. They have nice cabinets, though. Pretty nice cabinets for some mannequin people. Even more. This is exactly what I was talking about. Alright, if we just keep looking at them, they can't hurt us. Or maybe they can. Hard to know. Imagine the real jump scares end when you see yourself and like the monitor. Oh, look at the mannequin people are back. Yeah, if we just keep going slowly. Just go backwards the whole time, they'll never catch up to us. I want to see them like pop up. If I'm watching them as I go, you know, I see them back there. Will there be a point where they just kind of like fade in and fill the gap? Or do I have to look away? Don't. No, again, trying to make me look away. Don't make me look away. No. my moment with the mannequins is ruined. It's like the game was on to me. Is this where you choose? You can stay with your peers and always be one of them, or you can go out on a limb and climb up on this table. Oh yeah, you could just break down and sit on the table, I guess. Just nothing like a good emotional breakdown and a rest on a table to... Is this the bad end? Human anatomy. It really was like the end where we see ourselves on the TV and it's the real jump scare. Pools, the movie, or the tape. Couldn't we have gone for the DVD? Chapter 6 complete, is that it? That's the game? Sounds? Code? Sounds? Code sounds? Music? 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 Sounds? Inspiration? Thank God, is that what you were waiting for? You're like, oh, it's the last chapter, I might as well stay for the end of it. Thank you, Rogue One. Who's that? Oh, you can scroll. Wow, they let you, if you sign up from Zapsplat.com. Yeah, shout out to Zapsplat.com and Pixabay.com as well, you know? I wasn't expecting it to end. You stand by what he said. Whether there was supposed to be something more to it, or like a... Should we put our classical music back on? We end the stream. That was it. That was Pools. Thank you for enjoying the magic of Pools. And with that, we're gonna play Gymnopede. It's gonna be loud as fuck and extremely jarring, apparently. Playthroughs on YouTube is 1 hour long. You know, we did less with more. We wouldn't have had this journey. I did go. I mean, I was there to enjoy. I wanted to experience the pools, you know? Like all those other people in life, they go on the concert on phone. You did more with less? No, we did less with more because we took longer and still got the same amount of game completed. Yeah, it's like those people who go to the concert, you know, they're on their phone, they're like mad there, just like they're just looking at their phone the whole time. It's like I want to be there, I want to be in the moment, you know. That guy, he's only watching it through the lens of his phone screen. I don't even know why he paid the tickets to be there. He's just gonna see it on YouTube and get the same experience later. But me, it's like I wanna be there, I wanna feel it. I wanna live in the experience. That's it. I think my throat is like officially, it's out of water. And I've tried to drink water and it's over, man. It's over. I think we're gonna raid. We're gonna raid out, I think. This is what we're gonna do. There's Sumiko Mae's playing Elden Ring, and I think we're gonna raid that. Oh, the coins are falling from the sky. I guess the tip jar still does exist down there somewhere. Yeah, thank you all for being here. Thank you for hanging out and chatting and enjoying me on this. Not enjoying me, enjoying the journey through all the pools with me. I'm Pikachu. This has been my host club, and clean the floor. Oh no. That was my least favorite part. I worked at a Pizza Hut for like a long time, and I thought we closed at like 1 a.m. because that's how long it would take me to like shut everything down and like clean all the dishes at the end of the day and stuff like that, and like wash all the kitchen stuff in the floor. And I learned that we closed at like 10. I was like, bro, I'm here for like 3 hours extra every day cleaning stuff after closing. I was amazed. But yeah, drink water, sleep if you need to sleep. There's a link to the Twitter and the Discord below. I feel like I'm rushing the ending, but I really don't have anything else planned, and I really am thirsty and hungry. I don't want to die. I'm like a sim. I'm running out of bars. They're low. So yeah, take care of yourselves. Be well. And slap the bell, like the subscribe. No, no, for real though. Thank you for enjoying this moment in our lives with each other. Thanks for sharing this moment of your life with me. There we go. Yeah, let's go with that. We'll go with that one. We'll word it like that. And that's all I got. Please stick around for the raid. We're gonna raid Sumiko May. She's an android. She's a mute streamer, and she's playing Elden Ring, which we might end up playing again at some point. I started a playthrough a long time ago when I was first trying to start streaming. Sorry, I'm scratching my eye again. And I got about like halfway through the game, and then I like just got distracted and just ended up like not finishing it basically. So we may play that someday. I have to finish Lies of P first. I think there's like 1 or 2 bosses left, so I'll probably do that, and then maybe we'll do Elden Ring. I also want to play Children of the Sun though. So there'll probably be a Lies of P stream to finish up the game, and then the next stream after that will probably be like a Children of the Sun stream, and then maybe at some point, like a billion years in the future from there, we'll do an Elden Ring stream. But until then, thank you again for being here. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for the raid, Burger Bro 34. Shout out. If you're out there, feel free to check them out. It's pretty cool. And yeah, I'm gonna hit the button now. Enjoy the enjoy the stream. Thank you again. Have a good night, and get sleep and drink water and eat food. And if you need me, I'll be on the Discord, and feel free to say hi. But don't sell me graphics, because that always pisses me off. I feel like the person thinks you're like outsmarting me. It's like, I know what you want. You want me to buy your graphics, and I don't want to buy any graphics right now. Just say hi. Just say hi out of a genuine interest to say hi to me as a human being. Don't use me as your sales pitch to sell me graphics. Alright, that's it. That's the end. That's the last bit of the stream. But I am looking for graphics, but don't sell me them. Become you gotta put on the facade and befriend me first. I'm very difficult to work with. Pikachu me, okay? Alright, we'll click the button. Goodbye. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Alright, this is the end. Okay.